plays like he's drawn the plan. Kinetic, bringing fire like he's leading the band. No matter the game, no matter the sport, we running this pod like it's fourth and short. Press start, locked in, it's game time again. You tune in live to the Sideline Show with Kinetic and Lights Match. Let's go, the Gamer Sideline starts now.
What's good, guys? It's your boy Kinetic 615 here live at Kinetic 615 on YouTube. Also live over at the Gamer Sideline. Check us out on both channels. We're here to do a watch along with the University of Michigan Wolverines at home taking on the Wisconsin Badgers, led by Luke Fickell and backup quarterback Danny O'Neal. I think it's going to be a slaughter in favor of Michigan, but we're going to see. We're going to have fun and watch together. This isn't a professional podcast. This isn't a talk show. This is a football fan, a Michigan fan watching the game, enjoying watching the game, along with other people watching the game. So if you enjoy football, if you want to hang out while we watch the game, hang out in the chat, we can do that. You want to jump on here and talk football with me, we can do that, but we're just going to have fun. I'm just going to watch the game, and I'm going to talk about it, what I see, and we're just going to have fun with it, man. Right now we're looking at it looks like they're promoting for Ice Cube's new album. On the Big Noon kickoff panel, we've got Urban Meyer, Matt Leinart, Charles Woodson, Mark Ingram, Brady Quinn. I think Justice Haynes is going to have a big game today. This vaunted #1 run defense in the country that Wisconsin boasts. Take out Alabama for a minute. They played the 120th, 115th, and 105th ranked rushing offense in the country this year. I think they're a paper tiger. They're not that good of a run defense. Right now, we got Mark Ingram doing a little interview with Justice Haynes. Justice Haynes is having a magical year this year. What up, Keegan? Go blue, brother. How are you doing, man? You excited for the game? I didn't know that. Hey, Keegan, I didn't know that who Justice Haynes' dad played in the NFL. Who was his dad? How did I not know that? Yeah, I think so too. I think this vaunted Wisconsin run defense is I don't think they're great. Yeah, man, hang out in the chat. You're welcome to come up on call in. I'll put the link in the chat if anyone wants it. Just here hanging out watching the game, man. Just hanging out watching the game. Mark Ingram, I believe we can say he's a fan of Justice Haynes. current odds have Michigan as a 17-point favorite, over under 43.5, according to Fox right now. Here they come down the tunnel wearing the big game blues. I don't know if anyone else has noticed this, and it's probably just coincidence, but when Michigan had J.J. McCarthy wore number 9. Rod Moore wore number 9. Now the Wolverines have Bryce Underwood, who wears number 19. Rod Moore wears number 19. What's going on there? Probably just a coincidence, though. All right, can we? I don't know how we. Let's see. All right, I was able to get rid of them. That's cool. Spam is not cool. Spam is not cool in the chats, guys. Here we go. Michigan Wolverines running out onto the field. Jump up and hit that banner. It's a maze out in the big house. Such an awesome sight. Max Bredesen giving the pregame speech to the team. Here come the Badgers and Luke Fickell. Love to see the players kneeling, praying together before the game. Gus Johnson, Joe Klatt talking about Bryce Underwood now. I say Bryce is going to have I'll say north of 220 passing yards. $200. Yeah, I'm right there with you, man. I think he gets at least 200, but I'm going to go a little further. I'm going to say he gets 220, 230 today. I think Justice Haynes is going to have a big game. I think Andrew Marsh is going to have a big game. I think we might see a little bit of Jamar Browder. I think we might see a little bit of Kendrick Bell. I think the defense is going to have a monster day. I think Jayshon Barham's going to eat. I think the DBs are going to step up, facing the backup quarterback, Danny O'Neal. See, I think it's a paper tiger, man. I don't think Wisconsin's – like, I'm not saying they have a bad defense, run defense. I'm not saying that at all. Like, I was just on the final whistle this morning, and Lucian was pointing out, like, they got 4 or 5 guys that are 300+. They're stout and hard to move. But 3 of the 4 teams that they've played this year that have got them to the number 1 run defense this year Western Michigan, 120th nationally run offense. I'm blanking on the other two opponents, but they were 115th run offense, 105th run offense in the country. How good is Wisconsin's run defense really? I agree. Throw early, let Bryce run a little bit, let that open up the lanes for Justice Haynes. I hope Sharon just lets Bryce play and continues what Biff and Chip were doing the last two games. But yeah, I definitely think I agree. We should run first. Let the pass. I'm sorry, pass first. We should let the pass open up the run. Let Bryce's legs and the threat of Bryce's legs open up. I think so. I think if he has another 130, 150 plus yard game, if he has another 40 plus run, 40 yard plus yard run, I think that we have to start talking Heisman with Justice Haynes. The problem with running backs and Heisman is that in a lot of cases they're really tied to the record of the team. I think in order for Justice Haynes to have a shot at the Heisman, he's got to have a lot of big games, but we also can't have more than 2 losses at the end of the year. All right, so Wisconsin's going to get the ball first, and again they got backup quarterback Danny O'Neill running the. Do they? Never mind. It's Hunter Simmons. It's not Danny O'Neill. I thought Danny O'Neill was going to be the starting quarterback. I don't know much about Simmons. This is going to be interesting. A little bit of a soft snap there. Decent run left. Only a couple yards, though. 5 yards. Wisconsin starting a backup center on their line. Second and 5. Wing formation tight. Hands it off. Run up the middle. Looks like maybe a 4-yard gain. Big boy Trey Pierce on the tackle. I didn't see it on the lineup there. Did they have Jayshon Barnes starting at edge? Who's not starting? Is it TJ Guy, Derek Moore? Who's starting? I missed that. Wisconsin with a first down run up the middle. Is it TJ Guy that's been pushed out of the starting lineup? I mean, with Michigan, it doesn't really matter because they rotate so much that it's not that big of a deal, but I'm just curious. Who's number 9 on defense now that Rod Moore switched to 19? Quick throw over the middle, first down. Looks like Hillman's helmet came off. I thought Moore was 8. I know TJ Guy's 4, but I thought Moore was 8. Michigan in nickel. Runs right, first down. Yeah, no, I mean their first drives, it's moving. They're doing good. Surprised that they started Simmons over O'Neal. Mike, what do you think? Like, did that surprise you? I don't know much about Simmons. Throw over the middle. Tackled after 5 or 6. Yeah, I don't know much about Simmons. Do you know anything about him, man? Yeah, me either. I yeah, I know Billy Edwards. I know Danny O'Neal. I don't know anything about Simmons. See what comes up. Hunter Simmons. 2024 was at Southern Illinois, 23 as well. Transferred into Wisconsin for the 2025 season. He's a senior. Interesting. What up, Lucian? Yeah, that like Mike said, I think the first scripted drive is going pretty well, but we're kind of wasn't expecting Hunter Simmons to be the starting quarterback today. Quick pass to the left. It's going to be a first down. Run up the middle, only a yard or two on that. Yeah, I don't know anything about Hunter Simmons. I couldn't have told you that he was on the Wisconsin roster before this game. Handoff up the middle, only a yard or so. It's going to be 3rd and goal. Looks like Derek Moore and Jayshon Barham are in on edge. Yeah, me either. That still kind of got me reeling a little bit. Touchdown, Wisconsin. Run up the middle. Dylan Jones with the touchdown for Wisconsin. Yeah. Good first scripted drive. A little bit, Lucian. And they're starting a backup center too, which is interesting because they're starting a center and a quarterback who have not played in a game together, and that's usually a bad combination. So we'll see how that goes over the course of the game, but looking good right now. Yeah, I agree, Keegan. We need to answer back here. Yeah, I was not expecting that to start the game, but we'll see how Michigan responds. Yeah, I agree. I wonder if they did that just because, from what I can see here, Simmons is a senior, transferring from Southern Illinois. So maybe they just wanted a more experienced quarterback to go up against Wink Martindale's defense. That's all I can think of because I don't know why else they would start him over Danny O'Neal. Yeah, I mean, I trust in Wink Martindale's ability to adjust. I think he's a really good DC. Yeah, no, I mean, I think that Simmons definitely is a little bit more poised in the pocket than Danny would be. But again, it is the scripted drive. Let's see what they do on subsequent drives because the first scripted drive, the first two scripted drives sometimes can be very different to the rest of the game. Lucian, what do you think of Ingram's sit down with Justice Haynes? I thought it was pretty cool what he was able to that they were able to sit down like that. Sorry guys, trying to adjust my camera here. Kickoff goes out of the end zone, no return. I haven't heard that he got benched, Keegan, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see more Andrew Marsh, more Jamar Browder, more Kendrick Bell. Yeah, so I feel like an idiot here. Who is Justice Haynes' father that played in the NFL? Like, why am I forgetting this? Yeah, I mean, Keegan, he might start, but I think that if nothing else, we're going to see more rotation. And if he doesn't actually show something in this game, he may not continue starting. Because I mean, he is not. He's been, all the words out of fall camp was that Channing Goodwin was the Mr. Consistency, and I haven't seen that. I mean, yeah, you can run the routes, but if you ain't catching the ball, um, Lucian, it doesn't surprise me, and I probably know who he is, but I'm mind blanking. Either I didn't know that there was relation there, or I'm just forgetting it. I do have a really bad memory, so like refresh my memory. Who was his dad? Because I don't know if I knew it at one point and just forgot. If I don't know, but it's not the dots aren't connecting for me. If anyone wants to come up and hang out during the show, just let me know. I'll put the link in the chat. Again, this isn't a professional podcast. This isn't. I'm not as good as Lucian or Mays or some of these guys putting these shows together. I'm just a football fan. I'm here watching the game, and I enjoy watching it with other people. So this is just us watching the game together and hanging out. My guy Lich Max will probably jump in at some point throughout the game. Bryce Underwood averaging 225 yards per game. Maybe my prediction was a little low, Keegan. Are they really starting the game with a flea flicker? And it's incomplete. Oh, PI. PI. Marsh got the start. Yep. Yeah, I said earlier on Lucian's show with him and Mike, I thought we might see more Andrew Marsh and less Channing Goodwin today. Yeah, he didn't even look back. The DB didn't even look back. All right. Bryson pistol. Marsh motioning into the line. Hands it to Haynes. Runs right. Makes two guys miss. Sidestep up. Jeez. Justice Haynes is so much fun to watch, man. We got Nathan Afobe starting on the left side for Al Hadi and Jake Guarnera starting at right guard. So it looks like Brady Norton lost the starting job. Yep, Andrew Marsh is starting. That's okay. Bryson shotgun. Haynes in motion. Fires right. Caught. Donovan McCulley first down catch. Bryson shotgun again. Three receivers. Samaj in motion. Hands it to Haynes. Runs up the middle. Here we go. There we go. Justice Haynes gets it down to the 5-yard line. Max Bredesen, man. And like so many teams don't even use a fullback anymore. Max Bredesen is so good. He is the heart of Michigan's offense. Number 44, Max Bredesen. Awesome. Awesome guy. Was a walk-on and is now a captain at fullback. Going to be second and goal now. No, I mean, the O-linemen are great, but come on, man. Bredesen is a beast. Here we go. Justice Haynes to the outside, touchdown. All right. So in the chat, tell me. So we watched two drives, one from each team, march down the field, running the ball in for a touchdown. Which offense do you think looked better? Compare and contrast. Tell me what you're thinking. I agree, Keegan. It's Heisman time. Give me your breakdown of and contrast the two offenses. Yeah, Keegan. I think Guanera might he might hold on to that starting job. Gareth Zavada money with the extra point. Justice Haynes, man. Haynes for Heisman. That's what I was thinking too, Keegan. Both offenses looked good, and really like just the offense ran really smooth, but it looked easy for Michigan against the number one run defense. Hey, hold on, Mike. What was it? Who was it that brought that up on the show this morning? Who? It's almost like what was it that I said this morning? I mean, again, just to reiterate, you take out Alabama, Wisconsin has played the 120th, 115th, 105th best run defenses in the country out of 136 teams. I'll give you Bama. They held Bama to just over 3 yards per carry. That was good. But outside of Bama, I don't know. I just wasn't a big believer in their run defense. Not saying they're bad. I just don't think they're the number one run defense in the country. See, I'm really good at taking the victory laps. I would say that he looked good. I don't know that it looked easy in the same way that it looked easy for Michigan's offense, but it looked good. I mean, everything was in sync and the offense was rolling. Yeah, Keegan, talk to Lucian in the chat. He's a Bama fan. He's the guy that runs the show that I'm on in the mornings on Saturday. Talk to him about the Vandy Bama game. I'm excited to watch that game tonight too, and Miami Florida State as well. Um, I think Bama takes the game in a close one, and I think Miami beats Florida State pretty easily. But I mean, I don't know. What do I know? I'm just a guy. Good hands moment, and they pick this game. How about show a good hands moment and show the Jordan Lewis interception? See, Texas at Florida. Like I said earlier on Lucian's show, man. Both teams are just underperforming QBs. Yeah, it's just hard to call, man. I don't know even know what to expect with that game. All right, here we go. Drive 2 for Wisconsin. Wait, is Danny O'Neill in now? Was that O'Neill? Did they take Simmons out? Quick pass to the left, wrapped up quickly, short gain. That was Zeke Berry on the coverage and the tackle. Yeah, so they started Hunter Simmons for the first drive, brought in Danny O'Neal for the first play of the second drive, and then brought Simmons back in for that pass. That's okay. Now O'Neal's back in. I'm so confused. Are they running a 2-quarterback system now with Edwards out? Nice run up the middle there. I love Jayshon Barham, but he's overextending with his athleticism. That's what Barham was doing last year. He's got to calm down. Play within the structure of the defense, man. Blitz, under pressure, throws it away. Oh, almost intercepted. TJ Metcalf almost made a good play there. That was Simmons again. So they're literally alternating. They've literally alternated quarterbacks play for play up until this point on the second drive. I wonder. Hold on. Both plays that Danny O'Neal has been in on have been run plays, and then they bring Simmons in to pass for this drive. Now they just hand it off with Simmons. Do they not trust Danny O'Neal to throw? That's true. Simmons now rolling out. Screen. Oh, almost intercepted. Rod Moore. So good to have Rod Moore back. It's going to be 4th and 9. Watch Rod Moore, number 19, on this play. Look at how Rod Moore diagnosed that and made the play. All right, let's go. Again, if anyone wants to hop on with me, let me know. I'll put the call-in link in the chat. But Wisconsin's out to punt now. Samaj Morgan on the return just lets it go down to the 1-yard line. Nice punt, nice coverage by Wisconsin. Yeah, I agree. Let's just hand it to Justice Haynes. Let him run 99 yards. Let's get the Heisman campaign started on this drive. Rat poison. What do you mean? What do you mean on that, Lucian? Oh. Hey, I think the hype is real with Justice Haynes. Thought I already banned that guy. Yeah, I hit. Well, so I hit him. I banned him earlier. Banned and deleted comments. Is there another option I'm supposed to hit? Let me see. How do I do that? I guess I do that from the YouTube. I can't do that from StreamYard. I don't see him to be able to click on him to mute him. Huh. Okay. I don't know. I hit ban and delete comments. Still new to the YouTube thing, guys. All right, we got Michigan's offense coming on the field. Looks like Andrew Marsh. Is Andrew Marsh not in right now? We going jumbo set? Offsides. I gotcha. Yeah. Yeah, it just surprises me. Like they haven't let O'Neal throw a pass yet. Goodwin was in just now on the goal line. Oh yeah, I see him. Okay. Here we go, Bryce. Bryce running it. First down. Yeah, I think we'll see Goodwin and Bell in a lot for blocking. I saw on the injury report, Keegan, I saw Amarian Stewart's out for the season. When did that happen? Has that been all year, or did that happen just recently? First and 10 now. Bryson shotgun receiver in motion. Pass is batted down at the line. Yeah, that was a good play by the defensive lineman from Wisconsin. Quick pass to Marsh. Wide receiver screen. Nice play by Marsh. Was that a first down? Did he get it? True freshman Andrew Marsh. I told y'all this morning that we were going to see more of Marsh today, didn't I? Third and 1. He didn't get it. You're good, Keegan. I don't care about spoilers, but I don't know where everyone else is in the chat. So just be careful with that. Haynes run up the middle. Might not have gotten it. First down. First down. Let's go. Spot on second down, yeah. What up, Brizzy? Is that a feeling or is that a spoiler? I'll be honest. I don't think he got it either, but if they're going to call it, I'm good with it. I mean, Mike. I know technically you're rivals with both teams in this game, but I feel like there's more. It's more of a friendly rivalry with Michigan and Minnesota than it is with like Minnesota and Wisconsin, and for us, Michigan and Ohio State. So I feel like this weekend we're like enemy of my enemy, right? All right, they're overturning it. It's going to be fourth down. Yeah, I agree. I agree. All right, so Michigan's going to send out the punt team then. Yeah, no, I feel you on that, man. I feel you. Yeah, that's. But you know what? Rivalries with a healthy respect is honestly the best part about college football, in my opinion. Lucian, are you still in the chat? Just a reminder, guys, we are live on Kinetic 615. We also are live on the Gamer Sideline. I don't know if I'm pointing in the right direction to the corner. Over on YouTube, live on both channels. Kinetic 615 is my personal channel where I talk about sports or whatever's on my mind, just kind of my own little thing. Gamer Sideline is a channel where I do a weekly show, sometimes more than one a week, with my buddy, longtime friend, Lichamax626. Make sure you give us a sub and follow on both channels. And of course, you can follow me everywhere on social media at Kinetic615. And if you get a chance, check out the GoFundMe link in the bio. Currently going through a really hard time. We're getting close to the finish line, but still in need of a little bit of help to make sure that I can get there. Nice tackle there by Cole Sullivan on the run. I don't think you were offsides, but I don't think that the punt went, or I'm sorry, the onside kick went far enough. So I think it's kind of a moot point. If you go back and watch it, I don't think it went 10 yards. So I think it's kind of a moot point, but I do agree. I don't think you were offsides. Sideline pass, walks out of bounds. It's going to be third down. Yeah, I mean, I don't disagree with you. I mean, I said it last year at the game. Like, I don't think it was offsides, but I think it's just kind of a moot point because I don't think it went 10 yards before y'all touched it, which would have ended up our ball anyway. All right, so we've seen 2 scoring drives. We've seen 2 drives end with a punt. End of the first quarter. What are you guys' thoughts on the game so far? Are there any other good games going on right now? What up, Beats and Treats? What's good, man? We're just sitting here doing a watch along, hanging out, watching the game together. It's not like an official show. It's not like Maze's show, anything like that. We're just hanging out. People are welcome to come up on stage if y'all want to, or we can just hang out in the chat and talk football. Doing all right. I'm doing all right, man. I had a tough past few weeks. Sleep-wise, depression, pain, but going through physical therapy, taking care of my mom, taking her to her cancer appointments. Overall, I'm okay, though. I appreciate it. Iowa State's down 1 to Cincinnati. I mean, hey, I didn't think it was going to be that close. I know Lucian and Mike did. Maybe I'll be wrong on that, but I just thought Iowa State was just better than Cincinnati. Illinois is up 10 to 7. Appreciate it, man. I really do. I appreciate it. Thank you. I mean, as always, man, the GoFundMe links in the bio. Even if if you just share it out, if you can, I don't expect anybody to donate. I wouldn't ask anybody to give anything that they can't. But even just like sharing it out there, you never know who will see it. It just takes one person to see it. But it's in the bio on my YouTube. It's in my X profile bio. But yeah, man, I'm just trying to get by, waiting for them to set the arbitration hearing for the disability. My lawyer said that to expect it around December, give or take, but we just haven't heard anything yet. My mom's doing good with the cancer. I mean, it's stage 4, so there's only so good that so far that good can go, but it's not getting worse, which is a win. 5 years ago they told her she had 2 years left to live, and she's still going strong. So I can't complain, but it's tough sometimes. Seven start of the second quarter. Here we go. Yeah, man. Feel free. Anyone that wants to hit me up on X. I try to reply back. You guys are welcome to come on stage if you want to. Got a run up the middle by Wisconsin. Looks like they were stopped in the backfield. Brandon Hillman. Hitman Hillman. I dubbed him Hitman Hillman last year. He liked it. It started to gain traction. I think it was kind of a natural nickname, so I don't know how much credit I can take for it. But I do know I was the first person to call him that, at least publicly. And my tweet was the one that he liked and shared. And then it started to catch on. And I did that being a Vikings fan, a Minnesota Vikings fan as well. Hitman Smith, Hitman Hillman. I love watching them play. So yeah, I'm He's good, man. I can't wait to watch his career. All right, Michigan's ball, 1st and 10. Here we go. Bryce Underwood coming back out now. Jordan Marshall coming out. Andrew Marsh again. So he's Andrew Marsh looks like he's cemented as a starter for this game. Our guy Jordan Marshall giving Justice Haynes a little bit of a break, letting the Ohio kid, Gatorade Player of the Year, get in the game. Marsh in motion to the left, looking to throw. Bryce fires right to Marshall out of the backfield. 7 or 8 yard gain. Didn't get tackled. Had 2 guys on him. Didn't get tackled. Let's go, Jordan Marshall. You can clearly see Bryce go through progressions on this. I like that. Yeah, I agree. Hand off to Marshall up the middle. Looked like no gain, or maybe a half a yard. 3rd and 2. Got Max Bredesen in. Greg Crippen at center. I'm a fan of Sharon Moore, man. I think he's the guy. I know some people aren't as high on him, but I like him. I like him as the guy. Bryce fires. Oh, come on. Dropped. Pass. Come on. Bredesen, you got to catch that, man. Hit him right in the hands. Or at least on the numbers. Like, you got to catch that. You got to catch that. That hit him in the hands, man. Can we please get Bryce some receivers? Queen Jolynn, I need us to get us a Makai Lemon in the transfer portal. I need us a Cam Coleman. As much as Lucian's going to hate me, get us a Ryan Williams. Make some calls in the transfer portal this year. We got to have better pass catching. Don't kill me for the Ryan Williams comment, Lucian. Don't forget to like the video, guys. And if you get a chance, check us out over on the Gamer Sideline as well. I'm currently live on both channels. That bad, Keegan? What's the score? Up 17, Jesus. Well, I was wrong on that one. Shout out to Mike and Lucian for their predictions this morning. They predicted it to be a lot closer than that, or than I did. All right, Wisconsin on offense now. Run up the middle, stopped at the line. Derek Moore with the tackle. Play action pass over the middle, first down, Wisconsin. Not much more beyond that. Yeah, if we're going to blitz, we got to get in there faster than that, guys. Jones with the run up the looks like a yard gain of 3. Wisconsin sticking with Hunter Simmons now. Hands it off and wrapped up in the backfield. Jayshon Barham and Cole Sullivan. There we go, Jayshon. Derek Moore also in on that tackle. Third and 9. Let's get another stop. Quick pass in the backfield, wide receiver screen. Take him down. All right, he's short. It's going to be 4th down.
Hello,
What's going
It is
on,
Mike.
Mix?
Mike, aka Lichmax. I've come to join the stream.
Yeah, man. You're always welcome. Again, guys, we are live both on my channel, Kinetic 615, and the Gamer Sideline, where my buddy Lichmax here and I we have a weekly show, sometimes more than one in a week, where we talk gaming and sports. Almost a block to punt right there. It was tipped. Who was that tipped it? I couldn't see who it was. Who was that tipped that ball or that punt?
Yeah, I'm not sure myself. It looked like it beamed somebody in the back of the head, though.
I think it was like number 18 on defense.
Yeah, 18. I can't see his name, though.
Yeah, so far, I mean, it's been a good game. What are your thoughts so far? Have you been watching, or are you just not tuning in?
I watched the beginning of it. I missed a bit of it because I was out running errands. I just got back now and have the game on.
Gotcha. So the game started out, first of all, a wrinkle thrown in by Luke Fickell in Wisconsin. Their starting quarterback, Billy Edwards, is out for the game. It was expected that they would start Danny O'Neal. Instead, they started senior transfer from Southern Illinois, Hunter Simmons. First drive of the game, they were able to march down. I'm pretty sure they ran the ball every play that first drive. And they scored first. Michigan then returned the favor with what seemed like a pretty easy drive with Justice Haynes running the touchdown in. Then we've had a few punts back and forth since then. They brought Danny O'Neal in for a couple plays, but they were mostly just handoffs.
Right.
And then we've seen Michigan's defense get a little over aggressive, overextend on blitzes a couple times, but they haven't given up any big chunk plays.
Hopefully we don't.
Andrew Marsh started the game in place of Channing Goodwin. So that's something big.
I will be right back in just a second while we're on commercial.
You're good. Bryce looking to pass, takes off running up the middle. Bryce using his legs. Gain of about 7, 6.
I'm back.
32-ounce cup of Cajun boiled peanuts. That sounds good. I need to get some of those. Hand
Got
off.
me some
Hand
chicken
off
nuggets.
the
and
middle,
fries
just short, it looks like.
for the game.
It's going to be 3rd and 1.
Still in 2nd and 4. I need to see if I can move this up. Nope. I can't.
Hands it off to Jordan Marshall. Looks like we got the first down. Bro, Jordan Marshall doesn't get tackled. Number 17 on Wisconsin is so angry at that. he like started throwing a tantrum because they couldn't take Jordan Marshall down. Jordan Marshall will not go down, bro. 1st and 10, Michigan. Bryson pistol, wing formation, 2 receivers right. Fakes the handoff. Fires right sideline. Caught. Andrew Marsh. First down. "32-yard reception there by Andrew Marsh. He had McCulley open underneath on the drag too, but went to the outside with Marsh. I like it. Hands it to Jordan Marshall, runs up the middle to the right, gets a good gain. 5-yard gain, according to Klatt.
Well, I mean, we got to get Marsh in the game somehow. He can't just be,
Oh, I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. I like Andrew Marsh. I've been a fan of his since before he committed. His mouth guard came off, though. Second and 5, 18-yard line. Bryson shotgun, 4 receivers. Got under pressure, tried to take off, got wrapped up in the backfield. It's going to be 3rd and long. Offensive line has got to do better than that. Bryce changing the play. Too high. Yeah, it was not a great throw. Not a good throw by Bryce there. Darth Zavada in now to get the lead. It's good. Darth Zavada.
One person you can always count on, as long as it's a far enough field goal, you can always count on Darth Zavada.
Right.
Right up until you get inside of 25 yards, and then it's up in the air. Maybe Zavada gets it, maybe he doesn't.
I don't know if y'all are seeing this this Dr. Pepper commercial, but that's hilarious.
I just watched the Google Pixel commercial. That was crazy. They're definitely calling out iPhone.
Yeah, and the one that I just saw was a couple kids that had a table set up like a lemonade stand, but instead they're selling Dr. Peppers. And a guy, a football fan with his face painted and just it said state, maybe Mississippi State or something like that, comes up and he's like, "What are you are you selling this to raise money to buy a football?" And they're like, "No, we're selling these to raise NIL money to bring in better recruits." And he's like, "All right, I'll take one." And they're like, "You only want one? This guy's not willing to do what it takes."
Yeah, I just saw that one too. That was pretty funny.
That's a creative commercial. I like that. Michigan's up 10-7 now. I need us to open it up a little bit more.
For sure.
All right, here's the kickoff. We got a little more than 5 minutes left in the half. Kickoff is up and out of the end zone. No return.
Somebody needs to fire this game announcer. Rose just down here saying, it's too hot. When's the snow coming? Like Michigan needs to have snow any earlier than it usually does, you know?
Yeah, I'm more concerned about them saying that there's something wrong with Bryce's throwing hand. All right, Wisconsin in pistol. Drops back to throw. Fires right. Caught. Out of bounds.
So close to getting there too.
Right.
I thought for a second there it got tipped.
No, he was close, just not quite close enough.
Yeah.
Barham on the edge now. Hands it off up the middle. Met at the line, maybe a yard. Brandon Hillman. Hitman Hillman on the tackle. Jesus. This play shows why I call him Hitman Hillman. Why I bestowed the Harrison Smith nickname upon Brandon Hillman. That play right there. Shout out to Hitman Hillman. Now Danny O'Neal's in the game.
I'm running a little behind, but I just saw it, and he saw the gap opening up, and he made sure he was there to fill that,
Right.
like the announcer said,
Bro,
like a missile.
He hit dude so hard. Listen. It's not my nickname to bestow upon somebody else, and I know there's no line of lineage from Michigan to Minnesota, unless you want to count JJ McCarthy or Josh Metellus. Josh Metellus is the other safety in the backfield with Harrison Smith, so maybe there's a little bit of a couple degrees of separation there, but play style wise, bro. The heir to the Hitman name, Brandon Hillman.
It's like I really want to get Headhunter Barham going.
Yeah, but I don't know. It doesn't, like, it's not a bad name, but it doesn't flow as well as Hitman Hillman. See, they put O'Neal in the game, but all he does is hand off. It's like they're giving him the Alex Orgy treatment. Yeah, but you guys ended up winning in the end because now he's quarterback for the Vikings, which I am ecstatic about. My wish now is for the Vikings to draft and get Coy Parrish and Brandon Hillman both somehow.
I want the Lions to pick up Hillman. I think that would be a better fit for him.
No, y'all don't need them. You got safeties. You got Branch and Joseph.
Yep, and I'm pretty sure we're losing one of them here in the next couple years. So I mean, it'd be a perfect time to pick up Hillman.
No. You guys stay away from Hitman Hillman. Nope. We need the new Hitman to replace the old Hitman on Minnesota. And I also want Coy Parrish there. They're two completely different players. Coy Parrish is a hawk. Brandon Hillman is just a hard hitter, run stopper. But God, I want both of them. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I just want the Vikings to get. I want them to replace Hitman Harrison Smith with Coy Parrish or Brandon Hillman. I don't care which one. But I would be so happy if they somehow got both of them.
Can you guys believe this guy rooting against his own home team?
Bro, I don't even know if I can count Detroit as my home team. I moved away when I was 10. I lived more years outside of the state of Michigan than I have in state. If any team is technically by like my home team, it would probably be the Titans because I spent more years in Tennessee. But no,
yeah,
it's
really
I'm all in on
hard
the
to root for the Titans these days, man.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. When I was a kid, when I first started getting into football, Javon Curse, defensive end for the Titans, my favorite player. And there's been Titans that I did like. Cortland Finnegan, I really liked. Of course, CJ2K, Vince Young, like I like them. But I never considered myself a Titans fan. I do consider myself 100% invested in the Vikings as a fan.
Well, yeah, that's because they drafted JJ.
It's only partially because of JJ, bro. In the sense that I wouldn't have looked up and found myself watching Vikings content when I did if it wasn't for the talk of them drafting JJ, but I became a fan before they drafted JJ. Bryce taking off running. Nice run by Bryce Underwood. Not quite enough for a first down, but nice run. He almost got it. Mike, do you live in Minnesota, or are you just a Golden Gopher? Not you. Talking to Alibaba in the chat. Him and Lucian are the two guys that I do the morning show with on Saturdays. Okay. Listen, I know you're not like a pro guy, but I have been talking to a friend of mine at some point about potentially doing like a road trip type thing, maybe next year, and we might time it to go through Minneapolis so that I can go to a Vikings game. If I do, we need to hook up and hang out while I'm there.
Pause.
Not hook up like that, fucker. I just meant like hang out. Yeah, once I get through all this whole disability thing and can figure out what I'm doing with the surgeries, I might try to do it in between one of my surgeries. While we're on commercial again, guys, I just want to real quick just remind everyone, please like the video, subscribe. Make sure you check out both channels, Kinetic 615 and the Gamer Sideline, and check out the GoFundMe link in the description. Did you put it in the description?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Keep messing with the brand.
What, did I say it wrong?
No. The colors.
Oh. I can never remember the taglines that you come up with. Like, I leave that to you. The pixels and plays and all that. I can't.
I was talking about the coloration of the. Yeah.
Or English is hard, apparently.
Yeah.
I appreciate that, man. I really do. Anything helps. Sharing it out, anything. And I need to do another update on there. I haven't, just because I've the last like month or so I've just not. I've just been struggling with sleep and pain and trying to make all the appointments and stuff. So I needed to go in there and do another update. But yeah, man, even just sharing it out helps so much, and I really appreciate it. I really appreciate anybody that takes the time to look through and consider helping. Um, it's not easy to ask for help, but like I was saying earlier, for those that are keeping up with it and that have donated, um, we're waiting for the arbitration hearing, which was always where my lawyer prepared me that it was going to go to for me to get approved. Um, we've got the arbitration hearing. We're just waiting for the date to be set. Right now, it's roughly expected around December, give or take. So I just got to get to the arbitration hearing where I'm hopefully going to get approved for the disability. And then I can have income coming in to keep bills paid and stuff while I start the journey of the 5 to 7 years of surgery and recovery and rehab. All right, Simmons under center now, I formation, fakes the handoff, play action, under pressure, Barham, throws left, connects, first down. Wisconsin with the nice pass. Looks like that was to their tight end, I think, Mason. Simmons is playing decent. I wonder, Billy Edwards comes back. If Simmons is playing this good, do they go back to Edwards? Both of them are seniors. Double reverse by Wisconsin. Got a few yards. Taken down by Rod Moore. Ali Baboy, what do you think? Do you think Edwards gets the job automatically when he comes back? Rod Moore is basically our quarterback on defense. Having him back is so huge. Derek Moore with a tackle, third down. Don't forget, guys, also to follow my guy Lichamax, Lichamax626 on social media. You think he gets it back even if Simmons keeps playing like this? Pass deflected. Now it's going to be punt. I feel like I'm seeing more consistent play from Simmons than we have from Edwards.
I feel like this game is way too close for
TJ Metcalf with the blocked pass. Yeah, it is too close. We need to get something going.
I heard them talking about something about Bryce's hand. What happened there?
I don't know what happened, but I know that pass that he threw that was like an ugly pass that went too high, that led to the punt. He came off the field and they were looking at his hand. Gonna be a fair catch. Looks like they're just gonna let the clock run out.
I hope there's nothing going on with that because
24 seconds left on the clock. Yeah, I hope not even.
I'm kind of worried about our backup QB. I mean, we originally brought Mikey Keenan to be our backup QB, but where is he? Like,
I will say,
do we need to put him on a milk carton or something? Like, where has Mikey Keen been?
Well, to that point, I will say that this is the first week that Mikey Keen was not on the injury report. So he may be healthy.
And I'm not saying that to like saying that we should pull Bryce and put Keenan, but I'm just kind of like without having Keenan present, if anything did happen to Bryce,
Right.
we're back to last year Michigan.
Samaj Morgan is just he's not being effective at all today. I'm wondering if Marsh hasn't not only passed up Goodwin, but has passed up Samaj Morgan. Seems to be more a part of the offense today than Samaj is. Justice Haynes runs up the middle for a small gain.
Morgan got to figure out what's going on with that those hands of his, because like
The drops are crazy, man. The number of drops this year.
of dropping with the ball, like I don't know what the hell.
Yep. All right, we're just gonna go to halftime.
Like, come on, Morgan. You literally have like one job: catch the ball.
Yeah. Keegan, so you say it's time to sit Samaj. Who do we start? So we start. I think Marsh and McCulley. Who's the third receiver? Kendrick Bell. Is he better right now than Samaj? Jamar Browder. I don't know if he's polished enough to be a starter. I mean, it can't be Fred Moore. He's no longer with the team. And Marion Stewart's on the out for the season. You gonna suit up?
I mean, to be fair, Kendrick Bell catches one pass. He's already better than Samaj Morgan at this point.
I mean, listen, I'm a stand for Kendrick Bell. I like the kid. I like his game. I think people underestimate him. I would be okay with him being the third wide receiver, but I can't say that he's necessarily. Is he better than Samaj? I mean, maybe the floor, but I mean, Samaj does have a higher ceiling, so I don't know. Okay, I have blocked that guy like 4 times.
They just keep making new accounts.
I got to remember how to do that. Hold on. Here we go. Not sure why it double posted, but
because I posted it too.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense. All right, my bad. I'll leave the production to you since you're here.
Well, I was only going to help because you said you don't remember how to do that. So
I had to remember how to. What up, Keegan? Your mic's muted, Keegan. We can't hear you.
Hey, what up, guys?
Not too much, man. Just enjoying the game. A little nervous that we're only up by 3.5.
Yeah, it looked like Samaj had some space to take that too. As post route is open, guy was kind of barely clinging on, and Samaj just drops a pass that hits him in the chest. Like, I'm kind of done. I'm done. Take him out. Put Marsh in his spot, and Kendrick Bell where Marsh is. I don't know, something like that. But he's got to come out.
I mean, I don't hate it. I'm a fan of Kendrick Bell. I think Marsh is wide receiver 2 now.
Or O'Leary, but he's more. O'Leary's a big guy. He's like 6'2.5". He's a big guy. or Washington, like anybody that is going to catch the ball. Like Samaj's burst upside isn't worth the drops that he's making. Like the juice isn't worth the squeeze.
Right.
So if you had somebody like a Phillip Wright and he's got some drops, but he can house it, that's different. But it's just time to move on from Samaj. I mean, I wouldn't. I don't know.
I don't disagree with you. It's just I don't know who we replace him with. I mean, like I said, I like Kendrick Bell, but Fred Moore's gone.
Yeah.
Jamar Browder's still too young. Jacob Washington's not ready. And Marion Stewart's out for the season.
What about that transfer is really quick? Might want to just put him in.
Yeah, where is Anthony Simpson?
I don't know, but I'd be playing him next drive in place of Samaj. It's kind of, I mean, I wouldn't be talking like this if there were a bunch of people in the chat, but like it's kind of like he's kind of like a heart and soul type guy, and it's just kind of unfortunate that he just doesn't have it, you know?
Yeah. I don't disagree, man.
He doesn't have it.
Yeah, I'm with you. I would probably start rotating Simpson and Bell and see what they got.
Yeah. Hands is like a talent, you know, you can work on it a little bit, but hands is talent. And you know, if he had his same speed and quickness, which isn't elite, but he had great hands, that would be different. But he's just, I don't know, man. He's kind of 3-star to me.
I mean, you know more about playing wide receiver than I do. I mean, we always hear about people getting better at catching, you know, through endless reps on the jugs machine. Does that not?
Yeah.
You think that it's beyond that now, or?
No, it helps, but like I don't think Bryce ripped that as hard as he could. I don't know. Sometimes it's in your head, but like if you're coming across the middle, like towards the quarterback, that ball's coming in harder and you're moving. So it's a fast throw and you're on the run and it happens quick and you can just drop it. But you know, you got to clean that up. You got to get reps so that you're like extra focused because that can be actually tough pass to catch because it's just coming so fast and you're moving so fast in the same direction. But you can't be consistently doing that. And plus, he was already past Bryce, and it was more of like, man, he had some space. I love to attack the middle, and I mean, there's just a lot of space if you hit it just right, and it looked like it was there. And just another freaking drop. I don't mind Bredesen dropping it. You know, that's not his job.
Well, I have a problem with Bredesen dropping it when it hit him right in the hands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I don't expect Bredesen to make like crazy catches, one hand catches, you know, extending out to get the catch. But when you're like this and the ball hits you right here, you got to catch that. I don't care who you are, dude.
Yeah. Well, it won't be a problem like when he's gone because you got Jaden, what's his name, next, and you got that
Eli Owens.
Eli Owens, yeah. So they cleaned that up for the future. I mean, Bredesen is what he is. You know, he's a walk-on up back. So, I mean, if just don't pass it to him if you don't want to, I guess. But I'm not hating on that. It ticked me off, but
Listen, I like I said, I don't expect him to be a receiver.
yeah.
But when the ball comes straight to you, a defender's not getting a hand on it, and it hits your hands.
Yeah.
You gotta catch that, man.
Yeah, they've got to find a way, I think, to get Samaj off. Whether it's bringing in Kendrick Bell, they got to do something next half. Like this is a problem. So they went into the whole bye week looking at this one issue. And what's the number one issue of the game other than like the D line isn't really performing that well? I mean, it's the hands. Bryce
Yeah,
did his part. Well, Bryce is, I mean, he's going to miss passes. He's a freshman, but like um, the main problem is the hands. So
right.
okay, well, what we've done, we brought in Marsh. That's a check. That's a green check next to making that move. We left in Samaj because we love him, and that's a red X next to his name. So what's next in the second half? Do you make an adjustment? I say yes. Like it's time. It's time to fix that problem. Bench him. So that's
No,
just
I don't disagree, bro.
it's the cold reality. I love Samaj, but
Yeah,
and
I don't
again,
disagree.
since this is a smaller chat right now, I feel fine talking like that. But
And listen, I don't hate Samaj, but he's gotta work on the drop passes, man.
I don't think he can. I just don't think he's got the hands. Like I said, like
I think he would be best played as a DB than as a receiver.
He's too
yeah,
small to play
maybe
DB, I think.
you get small corners though.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about, cornerback. Because he's got cornerback hands. He ain't got receiver hands. He's got cornerback hands.
That's correct. And like if you played receiver, like I played receiver, and there's a big difference of just putting an athlete out there and then putting somebody out there with natural hands. It's just a tremendous difference. So what I'm saying is you can you can work on it all you want, but at some point they just don't have the hands to play the position,
Right.
and I think that's where I'm at with Samaj, unfortunately. Yeah, if you're going to use them like that, just put them on bubble screens like they did his freshman year. That's how they should use
But
him.
according to him, that's not his game.
That is his game. That's his only game.
I mean, that might not be the game he wants to play, but that's the game that he can play. That's kind of what the skinny of it, though. Like we've
Right.
seen him game in, game out, where he's had good passes thrown his way. They would hit him square in the chest or square in the hands, and bro would just drop the ball for no reason. So either A, he needs to be moved to cornerback or safety, even, or he
I
needs.
don't think he can play DB.
I don't think he can either, but you can always bulk up to play it. I mean, that's kind of where it is. But either he needs to move to that position, or he needs to be a gadget and only come in for
Yeah.
those bubble screens and screen
That's what I
plays. Because like
think.
he can do those. He just can't catch the ball under normal circumstances.
Yeah, I agree with that, Lich Max. I think he's going to be a gadget player from now on. I would be disappointed if he's the receiver for the second half.
I mean, the only options are Simpson and Bell. And I'm a huge fan of Bell, but I don't know if he can fill that role.
Well,
No,
I just
you can
checked, and
move
Simpson's
Marsh.
not on IR. So if they are going to swap Samaj out, I think the most likely candidate to move up is going to be Simpson coming in to fill Bell
Yeah, I
fill
don't hate
Samaj's
that.
spot.
I mean, I think
like
you can
that.
I think you can rotate Jamar Browder in a bit, but I just don't think he's ready for a full-time gig.
He's not. Browder can't play that specific position, but you could move Marsh in to replace Samaj, and then put a bigger body out there.
Right.
But Samaj,
I could see Marsh playing outside when Simpson's in and moving inside when you bring Browder in.
I think for Browder,
Oh, dang. Kansas State's making it a game with Baylor.
I think for Browder, McCauley's got to get hurt, or else there's got to be blowouts, and we're just not seeing it.
Yeah, I mean, and listen, McCulley's not bad. Browder is basically McCulley with a higher ceiling, but right now McCulley is much farther along, just based on experience.
Yeah, I think what Litchmack said, put in Simpson in place for a quick patch, but I think the right decision is to move not Fred Moore, Andrew Marsh over and put Kendrick Bell in for the long-term solution.
So, listen, I'm saying this as a joke. I'm not trying to bash on anyone. A voice message was just sent to Maze's Discord. I can't listen to it obviously because I'm on here, but I'm willing to bet it says fire Chip.
I mean, you can, but let's find out.
I mean, I haven't seen an offensive coordinator issue this game.
Me either. It's just you know what I'm talking about.
Well, there is one particular fan that has really been vocal about the offensive coordinator. I just don't see it. I see freshman mistakes by Bryce, and I see drops. I mean,
Right.
The line is a work in progress. Garnera, I don't know if y'all caught it, but like on Haynes' long run, you pointed out you saw Bredesen on the block. I saw Garnera because he did the same thing. Like he finds his man, and then Bredesen opens up the other side, I think, and then Garnera just kind of turns him out.
Well, what happened was that like Guarnera made the block, but Bredesen basically initiated the outside block, then moved in and sealed the block with Guarnera to double team for Haynes. So the reason I was talking about Bredesen so much is that he basically helped on two different blocks and both were key because he initially started on the end of the line and like initiated the block for Sprague that let Sprague get control of the block, and then he released and went inside and sealed the outside shoulder of the guy that Guarnera was blocking, and Haynes followed him through the gap.
Okay. Yeah, it'll be really nice to see in like slow motion when somebody's breaking it down. But
unless I'm misremembering it, but that's what I thought I saw.
Yeah, I thought Guarnera, I don't know what that guy's name is, but I thought his run blocking is pretty good. I like him. I think he's better at run blocking than what's his name? Why can't I think of that guy's
Brady
name?
Norton?
Yeah. Yeah.
I just don't think Brady Norton's big enough. I think he's a serviceable lineman, but I just don't think he's big enough.
Yeah. He's big enough to play center. Center's usually a little smaller.
TJ just reposted a thing from Wolverine Mean. New drinking game. Drops equal drink. Drink responsibly.
Oh man.
Pretty sure there's people out there that would be hammered right now. With how often Samaj have been dropping, yeah, they'd be hammered pretty quick.
I'll tell you what, if they don't take Samaj out, if he drops again, you're gonna hear the boo birds.
Oh damn. Hey, prayers up for Mark Sanchez. Y'all remember Mark Sanchez?
Nope.
Former quarterback of the New York Jets. I want to say he played at USC.
Oh, yeah. I was thinking 49ers.
Yeah, maybe. But he apparently posted by TMZ 30 minutes ago, Mark Sanchez was stabbed in Indianapolis and is hospitalized with severe injuries right now.
Wow.
So prayers up for Mark Sanchez, man. Wasn't he the one that had the butt fumble?
The what?
The butt fumble.
Oh, I don't know. I've been out of fantasy for like 10 years in the
Let me
Lions
ask Rock.
so I just got back into the NFL when the Lions started getting good again. I'm playing fantasy this year, and I'm 1-3, man. I've lost my touch. I used to win it every year.
I am currently 1 loss. Kirk Wilson is confirming that it was Mark Sanchez with the butt fumble. According to Grok, quarterback for the New York Jets during the infamous butt fumble play happened on November 22nd, 2012, in a Thanksgiving night game against the New England Patriots. Sanchez, attempting to scramble on a botched handoff, ran into his own lineman, Brandon Moore's backside, fumbled the ball, and was recovered by the Patriots' Steve Gregory for a touchdown. Shout out to Kirk Wilson in the chat for confirming that for me. I was a little hazy on the memory. I liked Mark Sanchez, though. Was he the quarterback that followed Brett Favre in New York? Or was he the one after that guy?
I don't know. He might have played on a couple teams. I was thinking 49ers for some reason.
Well, I want to say, I think he was like the quarterback that was at USC after Matt Leinart.
That sounds about right.
But like my memory from back then is like really hazy, so
Yeah. I could pull it up, but it'll cut me from the video.
no, you're good. I mean, I'm just saying, I actually liked Mark Sanchez. Not necessarily a fan of his, but I liked him. Big Ten football, guys. Defensive battles, low-scoring games. It's Big Ten.
I'm way ahead of y'all on the stream, so I'll just have to.
You're good. Yeah, I'm still. We're still at halftime, at least on my end.
Yeah. I'm a good probably 14 seconds ahead of y'all, I bet.
I'm like 14 seconds behind Kinetic.
Oh boy.
You're on Internet Explorer time.
I'm on
Well,
Florida
I can't
time.
watch it. I can't watch it like y'all, so I have to watch it my own way.
You got to watch the rebroadcast of the rebroadcast of the rebroadcast ran through 3 different dummy servers.
Yeah, he's got the cut off top of a 2-liter with aluminum foil taped around his Xbox antenna. Hitchhiking off the neighbor.
I'm looking at them. We're getting ready to kick off right now.
Hey, there's a reason I know how to do that.
All right, play is live. Kick off.
Yep, I just
Here we
we're
go.
at the
And connects with the ball. That's where I'm at right now. Out of the end zone.
Still waiting for kickoff. He's still standing there. Still standing there. This might surprise you, but he's still standing there. And
I'll tell you.
He kicks the ball.
First play just started for me.
Yeah, they're just running on the field on my end. I see Marsh is back on the field. He's solidified as a starter, I think. All right, Bryson shotgun, 2 receivers out wide right, hands it off up the middle. Justice Haynes. Was that a 7-8 yard gain? Second and 4.
And Samaj is still out there.
Yeah. Bryson pistol fakes the handoff, play action, rolls out. Pass to Marsh. First down, knocked out of bounds. Andrew Marsh. Let me ask you a question, Keegan. if Marsh continues to progress at the same rate he is from the start of the season to now, by the end of the season, could he potentially have wide receiver one locked up for next year? Or do we look to bring in a top receiver to be wide receiver one next year?
No, Marsh is you can kind of like he passes the eye test.
Right.
So all you need now is like reps. So like similar to Bryce, like in a it's not I guess it's not similar, it's a little different. But like
There we go.
Pure
There we
athleticism.
go.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, Keegan.
Yeah, with pure athleticism, it looks like he's ready.
So, like, okay, so let's say let's theoretically look at it here. Let's say we keep seeing this progression. End of the season, he looks like a potential number one. In the portal, do you still go after somebody like Ryan Williams, Mekhi Lemon, Cam Coleman that could come in and potentially be wide receiver one? Or do you look for complementary skill sets to be wide receiver 2 and 3 with Marsh?
I think McCauley's a junior, right?
No, McCulley's a senior.
Yeah, you might want to look for a big guy because you can't bet on Browder. Browder's a project, so you can't bet on a project. You got to go to the portal.
Do we need one? Do we need two? Before today's game, I was saying we needed two. Like I said, I mentioned Mekhi Lemon, I mentioned Cam Coleman, Ryan Williams, those type of guys. Try to go in the portal and get those type of guys. I was of the opinion we need two. Seeing Andrew Marsh here and sort of projecting out what he might be by the end of the year, now I'm not sure if we need two of those guys. Because we've got good depth coming in. I mean, you think about it. Next year, I mean, Samaj could be back. Amari Stewart could be back. Kendrick Bell could be back. And then we've got Zion. We got Travis. We got Jalen Powell coming in. We got Andrew Marsh and Jamar Browder. So, like, how many top receivers do you bring in? How many receivers total do you look to bring in?
I mean, for me, it looks like Samaj is an inevitable transfer. So why not just do it now and put the best guy out there? Because you're gonna upgrade from Samaj anyway, I think. So, and when they do, oh, oh my gosh, and when they do, he's gonna transfer anyway. So you might as well just cut bait.
Well, he could, and I think Samaj, if he went to like a G5 team, might actually be able to shine a little bit. But whoa, nice play by Bryce. Did he recover that?
I'm not telling.
Okay, he did. Good.
I mean, there you go. He almost drops the catch. He fumbles, barely gets it back. Like it's time to move on. I'm telling you. Time to go.
But okay, so here's my question. Let's assume for a second, and to Alibaba's point here, Lloyd Carr always had top receivers. I don't think it's that they can't. I think it was circumstantial why they haven't gotten them. So Jim Harbaugh actually did recruit wide receivers decently. I mean, he had Nico Collins, he had Tariq Black, he had Donovan Peoples-Jones. He recruited wide receivers fine. I would argue he didn't necessarily use them great all the time, but I don't know that we had the quarterback play to use them. But you really saw a shift, in my opinion, when NIL became a thing, because Michigan didn't give Jim Harbaugh NIL support. And all the top receivers, all the top skill players that were going to demand money the first few years of NIL. And so Jim had to pivot, and they started recruiting those shifty slot receivers that can block. Sharon Moore, I think, has shown that he can recruit wide receivers, but he's having to rebuild from a team that didn't really have any of those guys. I mean, he got what was that throw? He got Andrew Marsh, he got Jamar Browder, he got Jacob Washington, he got Travis Johnson, he got Zion Robinson, he got Jalen Pyle, but we were hesitant to overpay for receivers in the portal this last year, and the problem is that the receivers were looking at the history of Michigan the last few years and said, hey, for us to come there where we don't know that we're going to get used well in a new offense under Chip Lindsey with a freshman quarterback, if you want me there, you got to overpay me, and we weren't willing to do that. But I think as far as recruiting receivers, we're okay. Did Zavada just miss a kick? What? Zavada, what is going on?
I think when Jim Harbaugh was still kind of fresh, like they had that program energy, that recruiting energy, that he would be the savior and get him over the hump. But like over the years, the proof was in the pudding, and Michigan was a one-dimensional team, and receivers, we just couldn't recruit them. And then you're also right there where NIL became the factor where we could be known as a running team and then just do the pay for play. I mean, as much as people want to be a college purist, like any kid in high school is gonna take the bag and it's gonna go to the highest bidder.
Right.
It would be more uncommon than common. It would be rare to see somebody not take the highest offer, and that's no different than like you or me. If a job is more rewarding, you might take a $10,000 pay cut, but if it's a $30,000 pay cut, like let's be real. So, you had another point in there that was a different issue about, I don't remember, something about NIL.
Oh, just that school did not give Jim Harbaugh NIL support. They gave him a little bit of NIL to keep players, but they were not giving him NIL support to go after top 100 players out of high school because people forget this. It was not technically legal, but under NCAA rules, to pay players out of college to commit to your school until literally about 16 months ago. And that was when because there was the case, I think it was with Tennessee, that was came to a conclusion in like May or June of 24, that made it legal. Prior to that, Michigan was not allowing the staff to pay players out of high school to commit to Michigan. And that's why Jim Harbaugh didn't go after top 100 players. That's why he didn't, in my opinion, the largest reason why he didn't recruit Bryce Underwood. It was like, what's the point? I don't have the funds to even be in the conversation, so I'm not going to recruit those guys.
Yeah, I mean, it's inevitable that the teams with the money will be more successful over time.
That's why it makes me laugh when people say, try to say that Michigan cheats.
I
Like
remember your
all these
point
other
now.
schools were paying before it was technically legal, and Michigan was not because they didn't want to cheat. What were you saying?
I don't know. It's hard to watch the game, listen to you, and remember a last point at the same time.
My bad.
I had it for a second, though. That's why I interrupted, and then
My
I
bad.
saw a squirrel.
Speaking of squirrel, still waiting for a concrete update on if Squirrel White survived the field rush last week. Look at Derek Moore in coverage. I mean, not really in coverage, but kind of. There it is. Told you it was going to happen. Third and 9. Come on, Wink. Dial something up. Get a stop. There we go. Jayshon Barham on the line, drops back into coverage and knocks the pass out. Nice job. Bro, Jayshon Barham, I swear, he is playing himself into a first-round pick in the draft. Barham and Hitman Hillman on that hit. I'm telling you, Alibaba, Brandon Hillman, Hitman Hillman, watch him. He's a different type of player from Coy Parrish, but those are currently two of my favorite safeties in the country.
Oh yeah, I remember the NIL thing now. So it's like the dynamic of not overpaying so that you
Oh,
can
right.
like properly budget your team. So, which I support that in the long run, but I just don't know how long this format is going to be that way. So, maybe you might as well just buy people now. Get in while the getting's good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, so I agree with you, and give a shout out to TJ because he's the one that first heard say this. Bring in one guy. Bring in who was on the market last year? Nitro Tuggle, some other guys. Like there were some big name receivers, and overpay for one so that we can show the rest. This is what we're going to do.
I think the Michigan State guy too, right? Was that the year
Yeah, Nick.
before?
Well, no, that was last year. Nick Marsh, Nitro Tuggle, Zachariah Branch. All these guys were on the market. Even Squirrel White were on the market. I understand we don't want to overpay, but in that situation, we had almost a decade of not utilizing wide receivers well. We brought in Chip Lindsey and Bryce Underwood to change that. We need a receiver to do it. And unfortunately, it's just the truth. You got to overpay for at least one so that you can show the rest proof of concept, right? That's probably the biggest miscue with the management of this team from last year to this year. It's not like we don't have the funds to do it.
Yeah. I just don't know how some programs pull it off. They're recruiting at a high clip and they're getting the transfers, and we're just getting the recruits. And we're not even beating them on the recruits some of the time.
Right.
So I don't know. I think, I don't know. They might be spreading the money around a little too much.
They need to figure it out.
I think hockey's like blown up since NIL.
Yeah, we got like pro players coming to play for Michigan or something.
Yeah, but like, come on now. Can't we use a receiver
Right.
or a tackle?
Yeah, I agree.
Because the football's the money maker, man.
100%. Bryce is currently 9 of 15 for 125 yards.
How much was it? 125?
Yep. And off to Haynes, tackled in the backfield. Yeah, Andrew Sprague's not having a good game. That was interesting. A little pump fake to the running back out of the backfield and then pass the decline. It's going to be 3rd and 3. Third and 3, Bryson shotgun. We got 4 receivers, tight formation. Receiver in motion. Marsh. Bryce takes off, fires, and too high. Tipped off of Klein's fingers.
It's starting to look like this team is not going to make the playoff.
Yeah, I mean, I'm seeing improvement individually somewhere, in some places, but it's still not coming together yet like I thought it would coming out of the bye.
They might drop a couple before they're even hitting on it all cylinders. They can't play
Well,
like this against Washington or USC.
I've always said that I thought the most dangerous game on our schedule was USC next week.
Well, they can't play like this against USC, that's for sure.
You see a clear difference between the coaching styles when you're going specifically when we came between that CMU game and that Nebraska game and now this game, and then you look at the beginning of the season. There's a clear difference in those 2 middle games there compared to the rest of the season so far.
Yeah, I
What
think
is the common difference in that span there? I think it's the fact that Sharon wasn't there. We played better.
If that's the case, Sharon just needs to let Chip Lindsey call the offense.
I agree. Sharon needs to take hands off and just let his offensive coordinators do what they're gonna do, because clearly what he thinks is right and what is actually right just isn't connecting, because now that he's back, we're playing like we did the first half of the season. When he wasn't here, we played so much better.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Sharon thing is kind of a problem because this is our guy, and if it becomes that it's not our guy, then we start losing the recruiting thing, and so he's just got to be the answer for now. I mean, it's looking like we should
I
have.
think. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Well, I mean, the goal was to keep the continuity, and then we don't have the continuity. So now what? But he's recruiting well. But I mean, Kinetic's right. If if there's prolonged issues, like they would have to do something. I think it's a little early for that, but
I mean, I think it's pretty simple. I think Sharon is the guy. I think that he's a great recruiter. I think he can be a good CEO type coach. He needs to give up play calling. You brought in Chip Lindsey for a reason, for his offense. Be in the meetings, figure out the game plan, figure out the be part of the offensive game coordinator meetings. But when it comes to game day, let Chip call the plays. Let him run the offense. You brought him in for a reason. Let him do it. I don't understand. Like, it's not a fire Sharon issue. It's a Sharon needs to be willing to give up control of the play calling on game day. Kirk. So to Kirk's question, he's saying, "What do you have us guys go? Have us going?" He has 8-4, was 9-3, maybe 10-2. I think it depends on next week. If we lose to USC, then probably 9-3. If we beat USC, I don't see us losing more than 2.
I mean, we haven't even won this game. What I'm seeing today is we have a bad team. For whatever we can chalk it up to. Like we can point at these different things, but I'm seeing results, and like at this stage in the season, we kind of know what both teams are, and this Michigan should be pulling away from Wisconsin at home in the second half. And like, so, I mean, we might still win by a couple touchdowns, but like for me, I'm like, I'm selling right now. I'm selling the, um, I don't know.
I mean, I would just caution patience with the fan base. Like,
Yeah,
listen,
yeah.
take a step back, look at the big picture. Okay, I pointed out earlier the NIL thing with Jim Harbaugh. Jim Harbaugh was able to win a national championship because of the deep team that he had built up, developed, and had the help of a COVID year to be able to have super seniors, right?
And
He had a team that was
grad
together that was
transfers and NIL.
right, grad transfers, which is the one area where he was getting NIL.
Yeah.
But as far as like high school recruiting, you look at 21, you look at 22, you look at 23, it wasn't a lot there. And we saw that last year because when the first part of the super seniors and the deep class went to the NFL and graduated, we saw that the cupboard was left pretty bare last year. But we were propped up in a lot of ways by the top end talent that was still there with a year of eligibility. Though, Will Johnson for the first part of the year, Colston Loveland, Mason Graham, Kenneth Grant. Like, we were propped up by that in a lot of ways. We're trending up, but if you take away the top end talent we had last year and look at how bare the cupboard really was, that's what Sharon's having to build from. And he's been doing a great job of building on top of that, with the biggest misstep being that the school, and I don't know how much of this is on Sharon, did not want to overpay to bring in a top receiver from the portal to show proof of concept this year. Outside of that misstep, we're trending up in every way and building upon what was a very bare cupboard. I think a lot of us were hoping it would be farther along this year than it is, and it might be by the end of the season. But don't get too discouraged by where it's at right now when you really look at what he was having to rebuild from. Because, again, yes, this is year 2, and I pointed this out countless times on Maze's channel over the last year. Sharon wasn't made the head coach until mid-February. He didn't have his coaching staff fully in place until the middle of March, end of March of that year. He didn't really have a lot to be able to go in on the portal. And as I pointed out earlier, he didn't truly have NIL support until after the spring portal. So he had very few options for coaching staff, very little options for portal in year 1. He did a great job in high school recruiting year 1, but they're high school recruits. Bryce and Andrew Marsh are the exception, not the rule. The guys he's bringing in next year, it's very good, but they're young. So we needed to show a little bit of proof of concept this year. I think they're doing that to an extent. We need to hit the portal hard for offensive line and wide receiver this year to go into next year with some veterans on top of the recruiting that he's done in high school. I think the last sort of roadblock is that he needs to get it out of his head that he can be the head coach and the play caller. I think if he gets past that roadblock, the future looks bright. But caution the disaster talk. Like, look at what he's building from, look at where he's going, look at the big picture, I think we're going to be fine.
I think for me, there's like all kinds of different factors.
Nice catch by McCulley. Was that a catch? No, it was incomplete. Never mind.
It kind of looks like a catch to me, but like with all of those different factors, like what's the like saving grace? I would say
No, that's a
Bryce.
catch.
Yeah, I think it is. I would say Bryce could be the X factor, and to me, it just doesn't look like Bryce is going to get there this season. That's why I'm kind of like, I'm ready to sell at this point, I think.
Well, I mean, Bryce is farther along right now than anyone could reasonably expected him to be as a freshman. Is he where he needs to be to elevate the team, put the team on his shoulders, and be able to rise above the skill level that we have on the team? Probably not. But like, I don't think it's a failed experiment.
No, I'm just saying this year, I just don't think he's going to be good enough. That's kind of where I'm at on him.
Yeah, that was definitely a catch.
It looks like a catch to me.
Yeah, he came down inside.
I won't tell y'all.
See, it makes me more anxious that you know and are not telling us, but I know for the other people watching, they don't like spoilers.
Yeah. I have the answer.
If you look at the replay, it kind of looks like he's out of bounds, but when you take into account that looks more like the defender's foot out than his out, that's kind of...
I think another thing on all that.
That was definitely inbounds.
That's a catch.
I think another thing about that kinetic is like we should try to enjoy the game,
Right?
and not, be doomsayers for the season.
100%, and that's what pisses me off so much about being on the other podcast right now. Like, it's like everyone wants to be negative, and if you're not negative, there's something wrong with you. Like, I'm not going to be negative about this. Like, I'm seeing good things. I'm looking at the big picture. I think we're fine. Do we have issues that need to be cleaned up, that need to be adjusted? Yeah, of course. But I think we're fine. Fake reverse. There we go. Wait, what just happened? Hold on. Wait, hold on. Direct snap to Haynes, hands it off to okay. That's what I thought I saw, but I wasn't sure if I saw that. That's cool. I need that play in the video game. EA, put that play in the video game. I need that play.
Oh, it was a direct snap to Haynes. He hands it off to Bryce.
Yeah. Make that like an RPO, here we go, McCulley. There we go. Touchdown. Yeah, but I make it like an RPO, direct snap to the running back. Running back can hand it off to the quarterback to make it a pass play, or you can keep it and run it. I need that play.
Oh, he's McCulley touchdown. Let's go.
Man, we needed those points.
Yeah, definitely. Nice job, McCulley, bouncing off that tackle. That shoulder.
Yeah.
And it looked funny after he did it too. It looked like he stopped, was confused. Like, should I be down right now? Let's go.
I need to run.
How am I alive?
Hey, let's bring my guy Mike Alibaba up. How's it going, man?
You know who sucks? Wisconsin. Wisconsin sucks.
For those that don't know, Mike here is a Minnesota Golden Gophers fan. Yeah. And hates Wisconsin more than he hates Michigan.
Significantly more. You know.
What do you think? What do you think of the conversation we're having right now, man?
I mean, I think that right now it's been clear all game that that Michigan's the better team. It's just not taking advantage of, opportunities.
Right.
And Michigan finally took advantage. Got in the end zone. I feel like it's going to all be downhill from here.
Think Michigan starts to pull away after this?
I mean, I would think so. I don't know how much fight does Wisconsin have left under Luke Fickell.
Right.
That's what I'm wondering. Because like,
Right.
you can say what you want. They kind of laid over and died at the end of last year.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
He called the Axe game, our game with them, the battle for Paul Bunyan's Axe. He called it their Super Bowl, and if it weren't for a really bad late hit, the way out of bounds by a young linebacker, we would have shut him out. So, you know, go ahead.
I was gonna say, are you seeing anything from this game from Wisconsin that scares you for your guys' matchup later this season?
Not really. I mean, they're okay against the run, I guess. But like offensively, they had that first scripted drive. And then what?
Right.
You know what I mean? So like if you can, if you can limit a team, if the only time they can get anywhere near scoring is when they have a scripted drive.
Right.
You'll take it. And obviously Michigan's defense is very good, although our defense is very good too.
Right.
I don't know. You guys are probably a little better than we are, but we're pretty solid. So I'm not that. I'm excited to play Wisconsin this year. Dude, I look at this year, I look at Wisconsin and Iowa. They're both down as far as I'm concerned from what they often are.
I mean, I'll take Lindsey over Gronowski.
Oh, you don't think Iowa or Wisconsin would kill to have Drake Lindsey right now? He's the highest rated passer in the Big Ten by one of the efficiency ratings. I forget which one.
Is he better than current Minnesota Viking Max Brosmer?
Here's what I'll say. I don't know if he's better yet, but he's got a bigger arm. And he's similarly accurate. The thing Brosmer did was like, and we would go, you would see this, is Brosmer would often get to like his third or fourth or even fifth read.
Well, I was going to say that's what stood out to me. Like, I watched him a little bit last year, because we played y'all. But like, since he's been a Viking, I've watched him a lot more. And it's like his biggest strength, because he doesn't have great arm talent. He doesn't have great physical talent, but he seems to process the game so fast.
Yeah, dude. He's one of those guys where if he wants to, I feel like he would be a really good coach.
Yeah.
Someday.
And I said that last week when Lichamax and I were doing the Vikings watch along. I think Brosmer's going to be like a career backup at Minnesota and then transition to a coach.
Oh, for sure.
He's going to be like who was the backup that was at Indianapolis behind Peyton for 10 years? Literally paid to do nothing for 10 years.
Yeah, but that's good work if you can get it, man.
Right. I feel like Brosmer's going to be that. He's going to be a really steady backup for a long time and then be a good coach. Because
if you need him,
processes the game so fast.
Yeah, he's never going to make the wrong read. That's the thing. He's always going to make the right
Wisconsin
read.
Taking big time shots now, but there was an interception. Rod Moore.
Go, Rod Moore.
Rod Moore is going to be an NFL player. He is a quarterback on defense.
Wisconsin's probably about to get rolled.
The same thing that made Mikey Sainristil so good in the NFL. That again, we're sitting here talking about Brosmer's processing power. Same thing on the defense. Just watch how he diagnoses plays and makes the plays to be in the right place. Same as Mikey Sainristil. Rod Moore is going to be a good NFL player as well.
Yeah, that's the it's funny when you say that right now because Coy's in a growing phase where like he had this really, really bad game at Cal. I mean, Not only did he catch a punt on the 2, not only did he have a punt bounce off him that they recovered and then scored on a short field on. Not only did he get burned twice in coverage for TDs, but just like was out to lunch. So he played a lot better last week against Rutgers, but like we have a thing right now where Coy, when he's on, is definitely our best DB, but like our other safety is like never misses an assignment ever. So he's Kerry Brown. So like I feel like it's good for Coy to have him next to him, but we need Coy to get to the point where he's as consistent as Kerry Brown is.
See, I say almost the exact same thing with our linebackers. like Houseman is like so consistently in the right spot to make plays that he allows Barham and Sullivan to just like be the playmaker, around him.
Right.
I think, but yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm really excited to see Rod Moore in the NFL. He would have been in the NFL last year if he didn't tear his ACL and was out for the last like 18 months.
Yeah, he
But
looks like a
seeing him
beast
come
in
back.
this game. He's in the
This is-
on the play all the time.
And he got into the game a little bit against Nebraska, I think. But this is his first full game back as a starter since the 2020 spring camp 2024. There we go, Justice Haynes.
Woo! Yeah.
But he tore his ACL in February of 24, right after the national championship, and this is his first full game as a starter back since then.
Right on. Well, good for him for getting back. That's a long road.
Yeah, and you got to imagine like how difficult that is mentally, to come off of 2023 to be touted as this, high level safety going into what should have been a career year where he would have been able to go to the NFL, and then to get injured, to watch the team struggle like they did last year. Oh, almost another interception. Jesus.
Yeah, I had two buddies who played
I'm
college.
sorry, not
I had
interception.
two buddies who
catch.
played college basketball, and they both ended up having injuries where they were not the same athletes after the injury.
Right.
And it's like that happens sometimes. So anytime you have an injury, you got to be scared. Like, am I going to be the same?
Fucking
Right.
Morgan. Sorry for my language.
Well, that
Oh,
was
Bell. Never mind.
that was Kendrick Bell. That's my
I
guy.
saw the zero. I saw this. I just saw zero.
That's a high pass, though. That's high.
Hold on. Kendrick Bell dropped a ball that he had to jump up like he was
Yeah.
an NBA player to go get. Samaj Morgan is dropping balls that are thrown to his numbers.
Yeah.
Well, next question is it time for Browder or Peyton O'Leary? Like, are we just going to keep seeing who's going to catch a ball?
Rotate Browder, rotate O'Leary, rotate Bell, rotate Simpson. Let one of them take the job.
Yeah,
I
figure it out
agree.
for sure. Don't keep trotting Samaj Morgan out there. PJ
Yeah.
Fleck trotted out the same terrible punt returner for like 2 years in a row until he had a season-ending injury and early in the year, and he was like, "I guess I'll put Coy Parrish back there." And guess what? Coy Parrish is still back there.
Yep.
So
Now,
gotta
does
put
that
your-
worry
get
you
your
at all?
athletes in
In
the
like
game.
a star DB as your kick returner?
What?
Does that worry you at all? Playing a star DB as your kick returner?
No, I'm a believer in getting more touches. Like, playing offense was too much, right? When he was trying to play offense, it was affecting his defense negatively.
Right.
But I think playing defense and special teams is reasonable. And like, the dude's a game breaker. You saw it. He had a big punt return against you guys last year.
Yep.
Like, he can get in the open field, and he's faster than, you think you see him and you think, he's a normal athlete. He's not. He's a super athlete.
He's got that what's his
He looks
name?
like he could be my cousin or some shit.
Right. He's
you
got
know?
that. He's got that Cooper DeJean's like the subtle, sneaky athleticism.
Yeah, where you don't see it coming, and then you're like, oh my god, this guy's a physical freak.
Right.
Yeah. It was apparently my favorite Coy Parrish story about before he got to college was that Fleck was watching him in person, and he got a pick six, and he got it around like before midfield, and he took it like 70 yards, and at midfield he turned to Fleck and started fist bumping and pointing at him. Well, he's running back for a touchdown. He's pointing at PJ Fleck and fist bumping. I thought that was awesome.
How many pass yards do you think Bryce has in this game if the receivers didn't drop those passes?
I mean, I don't know, 75 more, 75
Like, this is
maybe
crazy,
over
dude.
under, something like that. Yeah,
This is
no good.
crazy.
You got to catch the ball. Got to catch the ball. That's the least you can do. We had the drops against Cal. Oh man, it was bad. But like, our guys did better last week with that.
That was kind of a bad throw. I mean, he was wide open, and Bryce was on the run. Nobody was really close to him, and he just guns it over his head. Like, that's what I'm talking about with, like, the development this far in the season. It just seems like he's not going to get there by the end of the year. I mean, I think he will get there, but it just looks like it's going to take time.
Well, I mean, he's still a true freshman quarterback. Like, again, I'm not disagreeing with you at all, but I mean, you're seeing what you're describing is true freshman quarterback play, but I would say it's like a half measure. Like he's only making like half the mistakes that you would expect from a true freshman. Like there's some ball placement issues, you know. But
especially
like
on the shorter passes, it seems like.
But like on the mental processing side, like I think he's far ahead of a true freshman.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is putting a little bit more touch on the shorter passes now, but like
Right.
he gets super excited like on that run. You could tell like he's all going turbo in his brain, and then he just like He-Mans this ball for a 10-yard pass, and the guy's wide open, and it's like a bullet going over his head. Like, just relax.
Right. Yeah, I agree with you.
I just think it's funny that here's my Luke Fickle spiel. All right, here's why he's an idiot.
Well, let's start it off with he's a Buckeye.
He's a Buckeye. He was started for 4 years on the D line. He coached there, but he walked into Wisconsin. Wisconsin had two things that were their things. They ran that 3-4 defense, and they were really good at getting under recruited, like mid to high 3-star linebackers and filling out that 3-4 defense, and just had guys who were big and could run and make plays, and ended up in the NFL, and they had turned it into a factory. And then on offense, they had the power running game. And instead of on offense going to like if I were them, I'm not saying I would have hired Jamie Chadwell, but I would have gone to like a run heavy option-y, like modern kind of offense.
There we go. That's the type of pass we need.
Oh, there.
That right there is miles ahead of a true freshman. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No. You're good. That was great. But instead, he decided, not only did he decide to go to an air raid, which was totally different than what they were doing,
right?
But on defense, he wanted to go to a 4-3. And I was like, what are you doing changing the defense? Wisconsin had finished in the top 5 to 10 in defense like 4 years in a row.
Yeah.
And I was like, what are you doing changing the defense?
Yeah, I mean, I understand the offense a little bit more just because the
yeah, you had to change the offense.
Ohio State's the one successful like conversion of offense to like an SEC style offense, right?
Yeah.
And so like he tried to do that at Wisconsin, but changing the defense was stupid.
Changing the defense was crazy. Like that's
like if you don't know how to run a 3-4, just bring in someone that can.
Hire. You know how many coaches out there can run a 3-4? Are you kidding me?
I'm just trying to give the benefit of the doubt. Like there's a reason.
His guy. Okay. Well, his guy. How's it working out with his guy?
Morgan finally doing something.
Yeah. But you notice it wasn't like a traditional wide receiver route.
Is Morgan trying to get us fined? I thought it was against Big Ten rules to have the back plate showing.
To have what showing?
The back plate.
I don't know. I don't know about that rule.
I thought it was like a Big Ten rule that you can't have that showing, and he's had his showing all game. Is he trying to get us fined?
Maybe.
Maybe they took that rule out.
It was a dumb thing to fine people over. God, just throw it a little softer, man. You don't have to fucking fire it that hard.
Right.
That's the thing that Underwood that's what he's gonna have to fix for next year, is figure out how to make those like touch passes.
Right.
Yeah, he really needs to learn that he does not have to throw it at the speed of a bullet every single time.
To be fair,
honestly, that's why I'm so relieved that Drake got to redshirt last year behind Brosmer. Yeah. That PJ was like, I love Drake. He's the best quarterback I've ever recruited. But going for it. Okay.
Holy crap!
Right, Sharon found some balls. You're ahead of me. Don't say anything.
Good.
Okay. Oh no.
Damn it.
No. Why? That was terrible. How did that even happen?
I think it was an early snap.
Oh. And then it's 4th down. Don't jump on it. Scoop it.
Right.
You know? That's a freshman mistake. Like, definitely try to scoop that thing and run because it's 4th down. It doesn't matter if you fall in it.
Right.
Right.
But I think the mistake was on Crippen. I think he
Oh,
snapped it too early.
No, he did for sure. Well, that sucks. Michigan was about to put this one out of reach.
Man, that
Right.
Hoffman pass was like, man, it's just a little like outward drag
Wow.
route, and you're ripping it to an
Hank-
up back.
Yep, I agree.
Hank Beatty for Illinois, 5 catches, 186 yards today against Purdue.
Yeah. We'll see. That's a little deflating.
No, that sucks. That's no good at all.
Especially because it was Bryce that was like pushing to go for it on 4th, and then that happens.
Yeah. Not great.
Hold on, guys.
Just too much slop.
Hey guys, I gotta like I'm still gonna be here, but I gotta be off mic for a second. I gotta take care of something. It's gonna take me a few minutes.
Yeah, all right.
Right on.
That's fine. I'll hold it down. I don't mind. So yeah, definitely like on that 4th down, he should have scooped it and tried to run with it. That would have been the better plan there. Because I mean, even if you don't get it, at least
If you don't get it,
make
they
it-
got the ball anyway. Who gives a
right,
fuck? You at least
right.
you're
And
advancing
if
the
you
ball.
don't get it, at least you tried, rather than just jumping on it,
No, they gave that to Wisconsin.
Like he could have, even if he couldn't have scooped it up, he could have lateraled it back to the running back or something. Someone who could have like punched through the line. Because like Haynes was still in the area, he could have scooped it up. He could have like hurdled it up to Haynes or something.
Get him.
But that does also come with its own risk too. But
I like Michigan blitzing right on 1st down there. Wisconsin's either running or play action passing. So yeah, blitz. Go get him. Go get him.
Barham came at. I think that was Barham came at him with a little front handstand.
All right. Get him.
Kind of surprising that Wisconsin has been able to play the run so well. To me, I thought we would have a better day.
I kind of anticipated us not having many like a great run game in this game.
Wisconsin's really big on the D line.
Yeah.
Like they're huge and they fill gaps. Like they're not great at rushing the passer, but they can stop the run. I mean, they were
Right,
ranked.
yeah. And
They were only
I-
giving up 50 yards a game going into today, and that's including the Alabama game.
Yeah, and I kind of anticipated coming in this game that we were going to be we would be more pass centric rather than running the ball. I mean, I did say that we definitely had to establish the run game first, but I did anticipate us having more of a passing game than a running game because of how their defensive line is set up. And people called me crazy. People said there was no way that that Haynes wouldn't get under 100 rushing yards, but I mean, I think it's still right now he's sitting at sub 100.
I think it said 117 total rushing yards.
Oh, okay. Then yeah. I think
But
I
it
think my
didn't say
Lich
how many
picks
Haynes
had him
had.
at 150, I believe, over 150.
Total rushing.
Yeah, I think it was either over or under 150. I know 150 was the hard number though.
Yeah,
Let me
they
double
should.
check.
They'll get there.
Oh, I had him at 120 rushing yards. It was over 120.
You had team rushing
Justice
or
Haynes.
oh yeah, I don't know about that.
Yeah,
He'd have to
Justice
break
Haynes
one.
is at over 120. I should have put it at under 120.
They were playing Marshall a lot early on.
Yeah, I got Marshall at under 50 though.
I mean, maybe because he's more of a utility back, like more heavy duty. Like they seem to like him in the tight quarters.
Yeah, because
I think at this
Marshall is a
point,
bit more of I would call him like a power back type player.
Haynes is just better all around.
Yeah, for sure. Like he's
it's
got the speed and he's got like the strength to really like move people out of his way, you know?
it seems like he's got better vision too.
Yep.
So he's got the speed, the burst, the vision, the cuts. Which like if you're gashing your way in holes, then it kind of takes away the. I mean, a power factor is like you get 2 yards and then you make it into 6, but like with Justice Haynes' burst, like he's normally getting 4 yards a carry anyway.
I think we need about 3 turnovers and at least 1 or 2 of them to be early to have a chance tonight.
Michigan?
Oh, y'all got Ohio State, huh?
Ohio State.
Oh.
It's at.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of wrote you guys off in that Ohio State game.
Oh yeah, I mean we're gonna get crushed, I'm sure. But I'm curious if Darius plays or not because it would be nice if he's out there. You know, Minnesota probably the rest of the
Holy
year
crap!
is gonna
Morgan
be
caught a
favored in
ball.
all but 2 games. Oh,
It was a swing route, but Morgan caught it.
I think Haynes got. Well, never mind. You're behind.
Oh. Haynes picks up the first down.
Yeah, look at that stat in the scroller. I think he hit 100 there.
Yep. In each of his first 5 games, he's hit over 100 rushing yards.
This is his 5th game, right?
Yep.
if you
Yeah,
want that
so-
Heisman, he's gonna need more
Yeah.
than the 100.
Yeah.
I mean,
Maybe like 125.
he might. He's
I mean,
due
to
to
be
break
fair,
one.
Yeah,
fair,
it'd be great if he broke one.
if you look at his skill, he's definitely Heisman caliber.
Yeah, he can
I
ball.
still think if they play him, I still think he might break one this game. So it's like
Purdue
if
going
Look-
deep. No.
It looked like right on that previous play. I'm sure you guys are on to the next play, but on that first down, it looked like they were trying to carry Haynes to the first down.
yeah, he's gonna break one. Our line is starting to dominate.
Yeah, it appears that way. Honestly, I thought Michigan threw it too much in the first half. I would have just run it. I would just run it straight at them more.
So Keegan, at the start of the show, you asked me what I thought Bryce would have. I said he'd have north of 220, 230.
What's he got?
The 239.
Yep.
Wow.
17 of 26 passing completed passes.
To be
And
fair,
one touchdown.
I also thought we'd have like 200 plus yards of rushing. So
I did not
Yeah.
anticipate us having that many rushing yards in this game because they do have a good run defense.
nice
They
catch
threw
by
up-
McCullough there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
it's
honestly, the
looking
only
like
thing
we
that's
might-
stopping us from passing is our receivers.
It's starting to look like we might have a 200-yard rushing day because once we get the ball back, all we're going to do is run, and our offensive line is
Oh,
starting to whip
nice
them.
duck, McCulley.
Yo, what the fuck was that? What the fuck was that?
That was weird.
Hold on. What just happened?
What, first and goal?
I don't even know how to really like. What? They lined up, and
They
then
didn't
like
even line up.
the guy came off sides and then like pushed the center over.
They didn't even line up. They weren't even fully lined up. It's like I don't know if the center might have said something to the guy to get him riled up, or if like the guy's just pissed.
Yeah, what was that? I don't understand. What was that? He just like decided to go off sides and push the center over. Like
That was weird.
what?
I'm thinking the center said something to the guy.
And he just reacted like that. That's some lack
Yeah.
of discipline. That's the thing, though. Luke Fickle teams are not disciplined. Not in their assignments,
honestly,
not in penalties, not in anything.
I might have called unsportsmanlike conduct with that one too, because that looked more like they weren't even lined up yet.
Nah, stuffed him.
No,
It really
that
matters.
he
Same
got
yardage.
lost.
Really?
but-
Touchdown. Okay. Got him.
Yeah, it looked like he broke the plane.
I thought it was.
McCulley's
it
at
must have been that second
112
effort.
yards.
Yeah, I thought Justice Haynes was going to have like a 200-yard game. So
So he's got like probably
That's
around
Cuddy. Let's go.
120 with a touchdown. So if he's not done and he plays the next drive, he might still get quite a.
Get
Have a
that
good
one. Get
game.
to
he's
that
got
150.
at least two touchdowns, doesn't he? First touchdown. He had the very
Wow,
first touchdown.
23 unanswered.
Yeah, so 2 touchdowns, and he's looking like he's going to break one if they play him next drive.
I hope they do.
Oh, Purdue trying to pull it to within 11 on the 2-pointer.
Really, I thought they played Marshall too much in the first half.
See, I can't. I like Marshall a lot. And I'll admit I was wrong. I thought it was going to be Jordan Marshall 1A, Justice Haynes 1B. Haynes has completely surpassed everything I thought he was going to be.
I thought it was going to be like Donovan Edwards last year, where Haynes was just looking like a better back, but they were still going to give it to Marshall. So that's like I didn't know how to answer the question. But yeah, it's been surprising to see them just go with one back, which is why it's also surprising that Marshall got so many carries today when Haynes is such a weapon.
Well, I think what it was, honestly, like, because I think there's a case to be made for this. Justice Haynes has shown himself to be that home run hitter. And early in the game, you know, Wisconsin did have a decent run defense, like outside of the first drive. And so I think they probably put Marshall in a little bit to sort of wear down the Wisconsin
Yeah.
D-line and try to keep Haynes fresh for home runs and later in the game.
That's for sure what they did.
And I don't hate that.
No, I mean that's typical Michigan offense.
Well, yes, but I also think Michigan in the past they've been more of just like a splitting carries type rotation. This feels more like a split with purpose.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
As opposed to just like splitting the workload.
Yeah, they must have felt like Wisconsin was significant enough that they needed to wear them down. They needed to intentionally wear them down in a different way than they were strategizing in previous games. So
This I don't know if y'all saw that, but this Allstate commercial with the guy on the jumbotron stealing the cotton candy from the kid.
oh yeah.
That commercial is fucking great. I wonder if anyone's ever gotten caught doing that.
They get caught stealing baseballs.
Right. Any more news on whether Darius is going to start tonight?
As PJ says, you'll know 2 hours before the game, is what he always says in every press conference about every injury with every player.
Do they still toss PJ up in the air?
Yep, PJ still jumps and body surfs after every win.
That's awesome.
Yeah, man.
Did
PJ's,
see
he's
him
a
at,
good athlete. PJ, he played a couple of years on practice squads in the NFL at 5'9",
Oh.
And he was an All-American at Northern Illinois.
Was he at Western Michigan before Minnesota?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, Western Michigan, they won the MAC. Western Michigan hadn't won a title in 30 years.
Were you like a fan at that time and you noticed it?
I said in September of that year, I was like, PJ Fleck needs to be our next head coach. And then we got PJ Fleck, and I've never been so excited. And honestly, I'm still excited. I think he's a great coach.
I like PJ Fleck. Hey, to our conversation earlier, Illinois is beating Purdue 40-27 right now.
Yep. I thought Purdue would be pesky. And they just missed Purdue just missed the 2-point conversion to make it 11 points too.
Jeez.
But they can't stop Illinois. I mean, Illinois has just been scoring at will against Purdue.
And I'm not trying to be negative on Purdue. I just think it was a big misstep, Barry Odom not doing whatever he had to keep Brennan Marion with him.
Huge mistake. I'm with you.
That's what you made your name on over at UNLV. Like, you got to bring that offense with you. That was your calling card.
Yeah. Here's the thing, though. He may not have wanted to come with, because Purdue and not Northwestern, actually. Northwestern's actually kind of okay. Purdue and Maryland have the worst NIL in the Big. They're both basketball schools.
Yeah, but are they worse than UNLV?
No, but worse than other Big Ten teams. It's them and like UCLA and like Northwestern is is like another like little notch up, and then it starts to be everybody.
But he ended up going to Sac State, and they're trying to come up to
be a head coach.
To cut the. I think they will be a D1 school within the next like 3 to 5 years.
But I'm saying if Purdue was better situated in the Big Ten, maybe it would have been an easier sell to bring him with.
Like, I am so surprised that I would not be surprised to see Sac State if the Pac-12 survives to bring Sac State up from FCS.
Right. Yeah, dude, here's the thing. It's so funny that like the FCS, all the good teams, they don't play FCS anymore. Appalachian State, Sam Houston State, James Madison, Sacramento State now. Like none of
Delaware
these teams
and Missouri State came up this last year.
And I'm from Fargo, so like I know people who pound their chest and are like Bison, and I'm like, you're a big fish in a small pond. Come compete. Come compete.
Why haven't they? Like, I always hear about North Dakota and South Dakota State. Why have they not made the jump?
They don't own their own stadium.
That's a hurdle.
And I think they would have to upgrade their stadium, and they don't own it. And there's not a lot of will in the Fargo, in the Fargo area to like do a big tax burden so that NDSU can build themselves a stadium. It was a dumb idea. They used to have their own stadium and it was outdoors. I always thought it was a dumb idea when they decided to just ditch Dakota Field and go all in on the Fargo Dome.
Right.
And I think domed football in general is bad for programs. I know when I was growing up, the Gophers played in a dome stadium and it sucked for recruiting.
I think it is in college. I like it better in the pro.
Well, that's
different.
Program. You don't have to recruit in pros. Nobody wants to play in a dome. Domes are lame, when it comes to college kids.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like, good for Fran Brown for trying to make it cool, but like overall, it's pretty lame. All right, Purdue getting the ball back. Still 10 minutes left.
Think they can come back?
No. I think they could score and like make it a 1-score game, but they haven't.
Hey, Litchi Max, look at the crowd. That's for you. That's for you.
All right,
I'll find out in a second.
Oh, nah. Not a good throw though.
Oh, looks like Wisconsin's tight end has just got injured.
Injured trying to catch that?
No, it looked like he got injured on the hit.
Oh, on the hit. Wow, that's a ridiculous catch though. Like, good for him.
Y'all see Shamari Earls is in?
Is he? I didn't see it, no. Yeah, I see him now. There he is. Top of the screen.
Come on now. Don't let them come back and have a moral victory. Crush them. I want them to feel it. I want them to feel every week of this all year for Wisconsin. Because there's a chance that Wisconsin doesn't win any more games. If they don't somehow, and they're not going to win this one, obviously.
There we go. Nice stop.
The rest of Wisconsin's schedule after Michigan is Iowa, Ohio State, at Oregon, Washington, at Indiana, Illinois, at Minnesota.
So
they're
like
not going to be favored in any of those games.
I guess their next best chance at a win is what, Iowa?
Iowa and Minnesota are their best chances at wins, and they're not going to be favored in either of those games.
I wouldn't take them in either game.
No, me either. And I don't think they're coming close to Illinois or Indiana either. And they're obviously not beating Ohio State or Oregon.
That was a nice catch on a low thrown ball.
Yeah. A lot of these balls have not been on target. Even the catches are not well thrown balls.
Looks like Haynes isn't going to do any more today. They're sustaining a drive.
Yeah.
I thought this was going to be his breakout for Heisman game.
Yeah, me too. Why
do you guys have
Michigan
next?
call out? What was that?
We got USC. That's really going to be a breakout game.
Oh, you should be able to run on USC.
Well, I've said that I think that I've said all along I thought USC was the most dangerous game on our schedule because Michigan does not have a – take out the Rose Bowls. They don't travel West Coast very well.
Okay.
And they're playing a defense that is a branch off from Wink's defense.
Sure.
So – I don't know. We'll see. I like Makai Lemon a lot on USC.
Yeah, Makai Lemon's special.
I want him. If you ask me who I want in the portal the most, I want either Makai Lemon or Cam Coleman. I want one of those two. And if I had to really choose, I would probably go with Makai Lemon.
Yeah,
just
Makai
personal
Lemon's
preference.
A freak. But I don't know. But like that's if you can get him to leave.
I mean, I don't know. I don't even know that he's going to enter the portal. I'm just saying, like,
if he did, sure.
If he did, that I want him.
Yeah.
Sell him on Bryce. Him and Andrew Marsh can be Bryce's number one targets next year.
God, I would love to go to Carnell Tate and be like, how much money? And you get to be number one. You get to be number one, baby. Nobody fighting with you for those top reps.
Right.
Although I do like we have a freshman wide receiver who's like getting better and better each week, who I think is going to be the next superstar Gopher wide receiver.
What was that throw?
Wasn't great.
Is Danny O'Neal in now?
I can't even keep track.
Have they let him throw the ball?
No,
No,
Simmons.
that's still Simmons. Yeah, that was a nice throw.
Yeah. But most of his balls, even the completions, have been off target.
Right.
They really need Billy Edwards to get better, like fast.
You know, it's funny because Billy Edwards is almost the Michigan quarterback.
That's so fun. That is funny. You dodged a bullet there.
Yeah, it was to the point where I was in talks with a Maryland podcaster to come on and talk about it because it was being talked as if it was a done deal. And then he went to Wisconsin.
Yeah. I mean, we played against him with Maryland last year. I think he threw 3 picks against us.
Yeah.
And I was like, when Wisconsin took him, I was like, bring it on. Absolutely. We know what the deal is with him. He will throw some balls up for grabs. He will. But like he's at least gotten a Big Ten arm. These other guys don't have Big Ten arms.
Right. Well, and we ended up getting Mikey Keene from Fresno State, which I don't know that there's a huge difference between the two of them. I would actually take Keene's decision making a little bit better.
Healthy now?
So this is the first week that he has been not included on the injury report.
Nice.
But Edwards didn't come here presumably because he wasn't confident he could beat out Bryce Underwood.
Yeah, I'm sure he wouldn't have. Probably a good decision by him.
Oh, there we go. Derek Moore.
Down. Yeah. Balling. Just balling.
Loss of 12 on the sack.
Yeah, that'll do the job. Oh, Illinois got the ball back. This one's over.
It's almost like if we didn't go for the sack, we would not had a field goal kicked at us.
Right.
Kicking the field goal, huh? With 2 minutes left? Kicking the field goal? Yeah, okay. I mean, good for you, I guess. I think they're like, okay, well, now it's a 2-score game. Just go for it.
I need him to feed Justice Haynes so he can get a home run. Home run and start the Heisman.
I don't think you're seeing Justice Haynes get into the ball game.
No,
I think you're seeing Mikey Keene if he's healthy.
We need to get the Heisman campaign for Justice Haynes kickstarted. I don't care. Put in Mikey Keene to hand the ball off. I don't care.
Fake kneel, halfback delay.
I still think that if we're leading at the end of the game with Ohio State this year, we need to get it down to the goal line, put in Chase Herbstreit, and to hand off to Jordan Marshall to end the game. And so there's something interesting. I don't know if you saw it. So Charles Woodson's son has been predicted to go to Michigan now, right?
Oh, really?
Yep. So Steve Wolfong put in a prediction.
Nice. Well,
it is possible that you could see Charles Woodson and Chase Herbstreit, Charles Woodson and Kirk Herbstreit's sons suit up on the same team together for Michigan.
Yeah, but can Kirk Herbstreit's kid even play? Come on.
I mean, I still think that if we're playing against Ohio State, put him in for the final play of the game if we're up.
Channing Goodwin almost dropped that onside kick.
He did.
There's Marshall.
Is he
Yeah,
like
they're
learning
probably
how to catch
placing
on? Is he learning how to catch
Justice
kicks from Marshall or something? Or not Marshall? Samaj.
Samaj, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
a former Golden Gopher said he got the word from inside the program. Apparently, Darius Taylor's cleared to play. Apparently.
Okay.
So,
So,
like, that's
cleared to
big.
play and fully healthy are two different things. Do you start him?
Only if he's 100%. If he's
Or
98, if he's 98%, he can sit until next week against Purdue.
Yeah. Maybe
he's 100
give him.
If he's 100%, you have to play him because they
Maybe
said
give
he was
him-
close last week.
Well, maybe if nothing else, give him a little bit of a snap count, but keep him on a strict snap count tonight.
I want to see us. One thing we do with him that I think might work against Ohio State is throwing it to him more than even just handing it to him.
Yeah.
I think that there's a chance we could get some yards that way.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a fan of Darius Taylor. I like Darius Taylor, man.
Yeah, he's great, dude. He was, he had a Michigan offer. They recruited him pretty hard.
Yeah.
Darius Taylor, I think his quote was, "I could be a man at Michigan. I could be the man at Minnesota." And I was like, "Sure, dude. Come on in. Be the man."
Go for it. I mean, listen,
Honestly, aside from the soft tissue injuries, he's been great.
As much as I would have loved to have him at Michigan, I am in full support of players that want to go to a historically smaller school and be a legend at that school than to be the next guy at a big school. I'm fully in support of them doing that.
Why not? You can still win a lot.
Yep.
It's
the guy
I don't know if we're gonna win a title, but like we're gonna win a decent. Minnesota wins a decent amount.
Well, it's like that guy that went to Oregon that from Tulane. He could have been a legend at Tulane.
Yeah.
And he was still going to get drafted regardless.
Yeah.
And he goes to Oregon to get buried on the depth chart and then redshirt.
Yeah. Now he's got a red shirt and go somewhere else. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. But we've definitely taken the best players off of MAC teams, and I've seen them sometimes play and be awesome and sometimes not play at all.
Right.
We had a running back who came from a MAC team and then went back to the same MAC team after sitting on the bench for us for a year. That was funny.
Yeah, and that stuff happens, I guess.
Well, yeah. I mean, as long as hopefully, as long as Darius is here, he's going to get the lion's share.
Yeah. Do you got anyone behind him, like coming up?
I mean, AJ Turner as the backup was supposed to be good this year, but he's out for the year with an injury. And then we got a redshirt freshman in Femi Ijiboy who's pretty good, but not like the man, like the undisputed guy on a Big Ten team good. Like, because that's one thing Minnesota's had is a lot of elite running backs.
Right.
And I think that's part of if the PJ Fleck offense is going to work, like it helps a lot to have a difference maker at running back.
Right.
So it'll be interesting to see how guys develop and then see who is. We got some guys in this class, maybe I forget their names offhand, but who, somebody's got to be looking at Darius. He's got at most one more year. So I feel like the time to get that next Darius is right now.
Right. Well, we got our next one. We got Savion Hyder, number 1 running back.
That's pretty good. I think you'll take that. I think you'll take number 1
running back. Yeah.
Yeah. That's awesome.
See, he's coming in next year. I expect next year it'll be a lot of Jordan Marshall and a little bit of Savion Hyder.
Love this. Bielema going for it on 4th and 1 on the 8, up 2 touchdowns. Love it.
I don't like Bielema, man.
F you.
I don't like Bielema.
Didn't get it. Oh, man. Wow. What if Purdue goes down and scores and then somehow gets the onside kick? That would be God. Most coaches would kick the 3 there from the 8-yard line.
Right.
I kind of like going for it, but like he didn't get it. So
I don't hate going for it. I just don't like Bielema, dude. I think he's a dick.
No, he is a dick. I hate Bielema. He used to coach Wisconsin forever, and he made me miserable. And he was he once, when at our bottom with Tim Brewster, the worst coach we ever had, Bielema was up 4 touchdowns in the 4th quarter, and he went for 2. And when they asked him at the press conference, he could have been honest and been like, you know what? Screw Minnesota. But you know what he said instead? He's like, well, I look at a card. The card told me to go for 2. Dude, just own it. If you're going to be a dick, own it.
Oh, nice play action by Bryce there.
Yeah.
First down run, Jordan Marshall. Or not play action, but
I think that
what
Michigan
do
State
you,
Nebraska game could be pretty good.
what do you call it? Like the fake by Bryce that he kept it on a play action, like the fake play action.
The fake play action?
Yeah,
I don't know.
like Bryce sold it really well that it was a pass play.
Right.
I don't know what is that called when it's like the bluff that it was a play action.
I don't know. I don't know what the terminology is there. All right, come on. Make somebody miss.
Samaj caught the ball.
Yeah, but you're going to kneel it out now. Probably. I guess no. Wisconsin has timeout, so you have to kind of go for it right now.
It's back in.
Wow.
Hey, Keegan, I just got your text from earlier. There we go. Jordan Marshall with a big run. So, listen, I was pretty much right on the rushing yardage. I just thought it was going to be more Justice Haynes.
Yeah, there's more of a team effort.
Timeout, fake field goal. Justice Haynes taking the snap.
Get in the end zone. Get in the end zone. Make it look worse. Make it hurt more. Yeah, Fickle gave up. Fickle gave up. He realized he wasn't going to win. Good for him, I guess.
Sharon was trying to run the score up there.
Yep. Sharon could have called the pass there. That would have been hilarious.
So Michigan wins 24-10. Not quite as big of a margin of victory as I thought it was going to be. Hoped it would be, but you know what? We're okay.
What was the spread in this game?
17, 6,
Okay.
yeah, something like that.
Right on.
Although it might have went up. You might be right, Connecticut. It was 16.5 earlier in the week.
But all right, so appreciate everyone that stopped by.
Yeah.
Mike, do you want to let everyone know where they can find you and how to find your show?
Yeah, absolutely.
You can find me over at the.
Not you, Mike. Everyone know. Hold on. I'm
Oh,
talking
not
about our
me?
guest. I'm talking about our guest.
My bad. You go ahead, Mike.
No worries. When there's two mics, it's confusing. My show is called We Live for Saturday. It's about all 18 Big Ten teams. We do a preview episode of all the games every week and a review episode afterwards. We also talk about the wider world of college football, but we cover all 18 Big Ten teams, not just the helmet schools, because as much as Michigan deserves coverage, so does everybody else.
Yep. Now, Lichamax, Mike, let everyone know where they can find you.
You can find me on Mondays over at Maze Out Monday on the Maze Madman channel. I do the producing over there for that show, at least on Monday, and I also host the Lich Pick segment of the show. You can also find me over at LichMac626 on all platforms. On YouTube and Twitch, I do Madden and college football content. So if you like that, make sure you head over there and check that out. I'm also one of the hosts of this show here, the Gamer Sideline. Where on Fridays at between 7 and 7:30 Eastern Standard Time, we go live and we talk all things gaming and football. So make sure you're subscribed and check that out.
All right, Keegan, you got anything going on you want to tell people about?
Yeah, you can find me on the couch watching Florida win.
There you go.
Sounds good. As always, you can find me everywhere at Kinetic615 on all platforms and over on the Gamer Sideline with Lichamax, and on Saturday mornings with Mike Alibaba and our friend Lucian at it's a Final Whistle Network. Is that right? Did I get it right? Yeah.
That's correct. And the Alibaba 26, that's my Twitter handle.
Yep, there we go. And again, please remember to like, share, subscribe, and check the GoFundMe link in the description. And I will probably be doing a Vikings watch along tomorrow for the Vikings and Browns game over in England. So until next time, guys, as always, from here, it's Go Blue.
And cheer loud and play harder. And we'll see you next time here on the Sideline.
From joystick dreams to Friday night lights, it's controllers and cleats under podcast mics with Max dropping deep like he's throwing a bomb, and Kinetic calling audible, staying calm in the storm. From the field to the sticks, yeah, we bring the heat. With kinetic and leash, Max never miss a beat. When the final whistle blows or the credits roll, we're signing off strong, that's how gamers take control. Catch us on the sideline, where legends chill, where the playbooks flip and the passion's real. If you heard the takes, then you know the drill. Till next time, fam, keep it clutch, keep it skill. From the field to the sticks, yeah, we bring the heat. With kinetic and licks, Max never miss a beat. When the headset's off and the lights go low, we'll be back next game, y'all already know. We out.